Hey guys, welcome back to the live. Hope you're doing well. And today's video's title is the Crypto Survival Guide, Recession Fears, Red September, top projects to buy, talk about Alf, Dynex, Mavia, BasedAI. You might be thinking I'm completely crazy talking about alts to buy right now because you could be forgiven the way the market sentiment is. We should all be out of crypto, but that's not how I see things, and I have actually seen worse. So, yeah, we will get through a lot of things. We'll talk about 2024, and so far the misfortunes for many of us. Obviously, we are in a cycle. Yet it feels like it's the bear market for most people, and we are definitely gonna look at things in a different way in this community. We have big cojones. We don't put money into something that we're gonna run away from. And I think it's important for the community members, friends of the channel, um, a lot of us to remain cautiously optimistic. Now, in terms of deploying new capital, guys, it's always a good idea to keep some on the sidelines, but I won't be selling anything. Like I told you before, time to de-risk is not right now. And the way the market's been moving, I mean, whatever metric you look at right now, you're just looking down at the wrong. No one can get it. No one can get it right now. But if you zoom out, I think in kind of 2 months' time, exactly 60 days, the market will be moving. So we'll talk about all of that, guys. Welcome back. And I'm missing a lot of friends here. Had a wonderful evening today. And just to ensure that I'm not totally depressed, it's actually helping me to focus a little bit on myself, listen to some Jada Kiss, some DMX, to get life going. But listen, guys, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. First of all, I hope you guys can hear me. Man, I've forgot how good that DMX album was. But yeah, big up yourselves. I can see so many of you here. Big Zilla in the building. Got all my brothers and sisters here. Gonzo, bona dia, brother. Live from Buenos Aires, Argentina, man. But I was watching Maradona videos, and you can't tell me Messi's anywhere near Maradona. But that's entirely a different discussion. And by the way, lads, as always, on our on our thing here, we can join each other. Am I moving? Yep. Let me see. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, I'm no longer streaming in the there was a brother that complained about the low budget quality of the live stream. So yeah, I have upgraded. I hope that makes difference to your eyes, but no one should be having a KFC budget bucket in front of them. You know who I'm talking about, Chris. Big Muzza in the building. How are you, bro? Man, listen, I love my brother, man. Muzz, if you don't come to Dubai, I'm coming to Yorkshire. I've got to buy you a drink, man. This is a double act. Me, me and Muzz were the original Rough Riders back in the days. But yeah, man, good to see you, brother. I hope you went fishing this week. We got T13 alt price prediction. Yeah, sure. Listen, we've got plenty of time to talk about price predictions. I just want to big up everyone first. Hey, Fouad over there in France. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Such a wonderful bro. Hamza in the building. Hamza in our Discord now, guys. No response from Jerry. Guys, has anyone heard of Jerry? Heard from Jerry? Our Discord support. Let me just send me your username and I will tell him to activate it. But guys, Hamza is joining us from the Netherlands. He's now a full member of our Discord for the next 12 months. Big up yourself, brother Hamza. My sister in Belter, another legend in the group. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family is well. No response yet. Big Gareth West in the building. Good day, sir. Good day to you. And yeah, big up to all our American friends. Obviously, it's bank holiday over there. Yeah, must said I'm looking sharp. You know what? The last few days I've discovered, you know, when obviously when the charts are boring, I started to take it easy a little bit in terms of for my health. I'm drinking a lot more juice, and I mean, as in water, and yeah, guys, different things. You know, tonight I took my daughter out. She's only 5, but we went to a fancy restaurant, and I had dinner with my daughter for the first time, where she's able to sit on the table and just eat properly. I haven't witnessed that. You know, she was a little baby the last time I left the studio. I told her, I haven't seen you since the bear market. What's happening? You look bigger. Are you sure you're my daughter? So it's important, guys. Look, spending time with, honestly, your loved ones. The money ain't going to go anywhere. What's going to go is our time with our loved ones. And sometimes we just have to do a few things for ourselves. You know, whether you get your nails chopped, you know, whether you take your kids out for, you know, whether you take your kids to a play center, you know, whether you simply go for a walk, you know, plenty of things to do. But yeah, what's up, brother Ryman? How are you? What's your target for losing weight? Target for losing weight, brother. I don't have a target, you know. See, the whole thing is this. When it comes to targets, I think the more important aspect of it for me is feeling good. I think if you feel good, then you are good. So little things like sleep, you know, that's very important. Yeah. So yeah, just taking care of myself, my loved ones, chilling out a little bit. But at the same time, last night, guys, I kid you not, I released some epic DCA alerts. Hopefully we don't go lower than those. Let me see if I can hear myself. Yep, all good. Yeah, it's actually a lot better. So at the end of the day, guys, the important thing is, you know, last night I dropped a couple of gems, you know, Mavia at 116. Shit, that was quickly bought back up. And the DXB in black. Yeah, and we've obviously got the DXB colors today, you know, bit of light in there as well. You know, I thought I was looking like I passed it earlier on, but clearly not. Stop, drop. Bro, I kid you not. Before the live stream, I was just looking at some charts, and I'm like, wait, listening to some aggressive DMX you know, music would be incredible. Yeah, I'll take a look at OXO as well. It's one of the ones I actually did a buy alert for. So let me just fix this up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Cool, guys. So let's get on to it. Price predictions for a few of these projects. Do you like Tau? My biggest AI holding. So Shogun, absolutely, man. You've got a Rolls Royce on your hand, bro. So I think I've done all of the greetings. Good morning to Oncho. My brother Caveman's in the building. Yeah, I'll definitely answer your question. Good morning, brother. How are you? Mr. Clint Eastwood. Sorry, Clint Will. My brother, hope you're doing well. Do you think peak will be... they're aiming for the 26th of September. I think that's going to be a huge one. I think that will be one of the ones. Obviously, I haven't looked at the vesting. We were in the pre-sale, couldn't get in. I think the peak is going to be the deep in project of the cycle, in my opinion. But yeah, T13 alt price prediction. I haven't got one. Alt is very new, and that's to be honest, to answer your question, is I do not have a set price prediction because we are still in the early phases of buying. But it's going to do okay. I wouldn't make it my biggest bag, but at the end of the day, it's gonna do all right. And so anyway, big up all of you. I had a bit of an agenda, but you know what? F the agenda. Let's just talk crypto, right? Every time I come here with an agenda, it's always like I get sidetracked because I like talking to you guys. But listen, this is the most schizo situation that you'll ever come across. Last week, fear and greed, 48. Yesterday, 26. Today is 26. Now, there's always that saying, buy when others are fearful. I think the dry powder has something completely to do with the with obviously limiting people from that. I went and won a. Oh wow, you did it again, bro! Spend the winnings on Mavia. Yeah, we'll take a look at Mavia, and I think obviously we had a look. We had a look at Alf, and Alf's still fighting here. Although the RSI on the daily is literally, it can spend a bit more time there. But $2, it seems to be forming. Hopefully it stays above that, because that was an area of resistance. But Mavia yesterday dropped absolutely, it was epic drop. And even Casper, a lot of projects dropped yesterday, but I would say for me, Mavia is one of those projects that had to be bought. And well done to Muzz for picking some Mavia up. If you look at this, very decent. I mean, like we said here, that level, it just gets eaten up massively. So wait a minute. Are we still on? I'll be by your side. Where am I? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm still on. Sorry, man, singing Jadakiss there. So yeah, congratulations if you caught that. We had that dip at 116. That was generational. That was epic. And then other gaming projects. I mean, Mavia for me is the one that we have the most of right now, and I think it's going to do incredibly well. Wanted to look at Corpo, because I think the drop of Corpo yesterday was, man, this was nuts. This is it. And big up the DXB Discord, man. Bro said that, I think Koza pointed this out, it's right now you could actually bag 10,000 tokens for $700. Unimaginable. I did say below $9 last week, exactly at that level. I did say that it was going to go to about the 7 cents mark, but I think this is an epic buy now. And anybody who's holding this, just hold on to your hats for a minute, load up your bag. If you look at the chart, I mean, it doesn't look healthy at all. But at that price, guys, you could be looking at a generational DCA buy. GFAL, GFAL literally just going sideways right now. It's good to see GFAL come out of the depression. Still not out yet, but it actually performed quite well. I would be interested at 80% of a penny. If it dips below that 1 penny mark. For all of the holders of Mavia, I mean, you've got levels here that are, I think it comes down here, to potentially there's a massive buying pressure to where it is right now at the at that level. But yeah, things look good, man. In terms of overall, for me anyway, buying these altcoins when the market is absolutely screwed is where I want to be. And Caveman's no different. My brother's got a solid portfolio. I love the way you constructed that portfolio, man. It is one of those things. It's just a joy to see. People say, Caveman switching angles and projects. If you could stick to 5 projects, guys, 5 projects, and you load that up, and then you go down the risk factor and then say, look, let me just get some smaller cap projects, which everything is, is right now. I think you will do really well. in my humble opinion. Like layer ones, let's have a look at layer ones. We've already had a look at ALF, the best performing crypto by far. And Casper is it's the longest sideways action you'll ever likely to see. Could we come down to this 14-cent level? Possibilities. So a lot of people obviously that are eyeing Casper, and I would say if we do come down to these levels, I think for some people it would be a massive safety net. Sui is fantastic, by the way, on the futures. Not financial advice, but Sui is one of those sweet ones that just that's fantastic to trade on the lower time frames when the market is boring, of course. But you can see here, daily RSI down. I know nobody cares about Sui. Cubic, what is it right now? 1,600 per billion. Could we see a little bit more pressure? Possibly. AGC is another one that I monitor, but there's really nothing to look at here. AGC is absolutely a layer one that is quite interesting. But the one that I'm most interested in these new layer ones is Zealous. And look at that. You know, Zealous is one of these cryptocurrencies. There's a lot to talk about it. I did post an update about this in our Discord, but Zealous is a low cap gem in my opinion. So those are all layer ones. I think another one that I monitor that's really not ready for people right now is a project called Cow. I think I don't know if Muzz is still in this, but Cow is an interesting play. And right now, $2. I mean, I've seen this at $1.60. It's a really, really good project to look at. Now, I've had two AI questions. One was Tau. And do I like Potenza Tau? Of course. It's just psychologically, this goes over to a couple of $1,000, $1,500 to maybe $2,500 in the cycle. It's a superb project. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of it. Another person was asking for Alt. Right now, below 10 cents, it's going to go down a bit more. Alt is still relatively new project, decent project. However, I would say wait for this if you are buying Alt. And then the other question was OXO. So last night I posted, I posted a few of these projects. It got listed with a few exchanges. Let's just bring this up. Let's add this. I mean, listen, you know, this is this project is going to be quite a good project in my opinion. I think there's a lot of these projects. There's a group of these that could do exceptionally well. It's just hard to pick one of them. So, and then you don't want to FOMO into multiple projects, but 97 million volume up 10%. But it's not a lot of volume. There's not a lot of money in crypto right now. Look at that 10% volume. It's only 150. It's dropped down to 8% now. So this is below 100 million, fully diluted, decent AI project. Recently got listings. And Mary, I know you like your exceptional projects. At this moment in time, is this one of those multi-billion-dollar projects? It remains to be seen, but I think this gets to a 10 billion. Where it is right now at 10x. Could it do 2 billion? Potentially, but you have to remember there's a massive competition in AI. So let me actually give you the list that I compiled yesterday for the community. So this one, the next one was Neural, because obviously market cap has retraced quite nicely. Neural AI, it does actually have a Potenza subnet. I just need to confirm that for you guys. And I've listened to a few of their spaces. Obviously, this is one of those Alex Becker hype tokens. But if you aped in at $50 million or more when they hyped it, then obviously right now, it's a very good time to put this in your watch list. Why do I say that? The project itself is very good. But if you listen to this And let me repost this so you can actually, guys, follow me on X as well. And it'd be so nice to see some of you guys there, because they literally had this AMA and they talked about the potential subnet. Now, typically what I would do with these kind of projects is go on their website and see what they're doing on the, especially on the GitHub. If they're building on the subnet, I think this is a very good project, guys. And the team is doxed as well. So yeah, this one is claiming to be on that potential subnet. I haven't personally pulled the trigger yet, but look, if we did that 2 weeks ago, this was over $5, and this was over $50 million in market cap. Today, it's at 27 million. Volume is down 81%. That tells you something, guys. There's no money in crypto right now. And whether we talk about fear, look, I try always to stay positive. I did share some information with you quite early last week and this week as well, saying that 54, possibly a wick down to 48, could be in play. But you can see here, volume, there's hardly any trading, and this is actually on Uniswap only. So this was the second of my 6 token post. And yeah, the third one was, I think I looked at OFN the other day. And look at this again, volume is gone. $10 million in market cap. Psh, the depth right now is absolutely 2% on KuCoin. $900 will move this price by 2%. And if you sold on KuCoin at 200, was that $300? Yeah, the depth will be dropping by 9%. So there is a group of these tokens. Obviously, join our community. I've posted it all up there, and we can look at some of those. Now, some of the better ones like AGI is very juicy right now, but I'm still waiting for AGI below 10 cents. I don't think it will be a heavy accumulation. The price has actually gone up because of this volume. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it had a massive volume come in. And it's gone, obviously, for the days, going back up to 12 cents. Put this on your watch list. I think this is a decent AI project for your radar. Must is just killing me with this, man. If you want to try. So those are some projects I'm looking at. AI tech is no different, but 8 cents from 7 to 8. Again, you watch this 18%. Right now, it's not taking a lot of money to move crypto, but that is a very good volume. And the market cap has gone up from 77 million yesterday to 81 million today. So it's approaching that $100 million mark. But I would definitely back some if it dips below that 7 cents. Here is a Mavia. Could Mavia come back to the $1 mark? I think the dip that we had yesterday was pretty epic, because $8 million in volume. So when you think of some of the shit coins, like absolutely doing nothing in terms of volume, this had a 35% increase in the trading volume, and it's up 4% in terms of market cap. So yes, it is a potential gaming blue chip, guys. Don't look at the price and think, okay, 128 from 116. Fair enough. It's a little bit more expensive than it was, but put this onto your onto your radar, because I think this will make you a very good amount of money. Not financial advice, of course. Because you start seeing, the difference between projects is sometimes quite obvious. And, you can look at the availability from Aerodrome to Bybit to Binance Futures. What does that mean? Well, it means a Binance listing for spot for sure. And I know coming out of Binance Labs, they hold some of this token. So there is method to the madness, guys. Over here, Mavia Base Bridge is now live, and you can actually go straight to the Mavia Bridge at stargate.finance. You know, there's a little more to it, man. We don't just buy these, or we don't just say, look, this is the project that I love, and I'm gonna put, you know, $50,000 of my money in it. There's an entire ecosystem, and the only thing I know is our community of absolute G's, legends. I think the one advice I would say is, of course, this is not a dictatorship. You know, we are way too mature, and I think that's going to pay dividends for everybody, because you don't have the cult of the personality here. You don't have one guy who thinks he knows everything and shuts down the community. You know, what I buy is right, and most of your discussions are no. we collectively came to this decision. You know, I've been buying Mavia below above $2, and I spoke to some people in the community, and I'm glad we've done that, guys. So stay convicted, and yeah, it's a new dawn soon, man. Things will change. Let me see. Time for a project review. Yeah, sure. I think I have too many projects. John, look, excellent question, man. Get rid of them. The reason I'm telling you about the caveman's portfolio, I was lucky enough to see his portfolio, and I think he's done tremendously well. I think everybody, mostly people in the community, just chop them down. You don't need to worry about, look how stressful crypto is. You don't have to hold 20 tokens diluted with a small capital allocations between 200 meme coins. Collect your money and put it into something that can move the charts for yourselves. But definitely, that's a smart idea. Close your eyes and just pick 5. I mean, 5 is good. I don't see any problems. I don't see any problems with 5. I think 10 is optimum. Like, that's the most, between 8 and 10. You could stretch it out a little bit, but you just need to have more capital. Because look, think about it. Yeah, if let's say you're gonna do decent numbers with Mavia, right? So you're kind of convinced that from $1 you could go to $50 or $100. You have absolutely looked at all of the different permutations. So then why go and take some money out and then stick it into a shit gaming coin? Do you see the logic? Like, think about it. You know, I can get, you know, let's say I can get more money just by concentrating my capital, because even if you do the calculations and then you factor the risk into it, most of crypto is risky. We've seen so many things that haven't moved in the last pump, pre-November 2023. So all our lessons should technically be based on the fact that you guys have absolutely witnessed a pump, which means the only thing you need to do now is position your portfolio to capture some of that headwind, right? So if you say to yourself, I'm going to buy, I don't know, 20 projects, but my market, you know, capital allocation is $20,000. You may catch 1 or 2 on extreme fire, but the chances are you would definitely be diluting yourself. So yeah, cut down, chop down, slim down. Yeah, almost red. And I think that is a beautiful example of when we say get rid, but we know some things will pump, at least go back to break even. In the meantime, you mark out what projects you want to get rid of, and you just monitor those closely, right? It's almost like selling at the top of the bull market. You know, it's kind of the same skill, honestly, you know, monitoring the weak ones as much as the stronger ones, because you tend to hear about BasedAI or Mavia all the time because I think they seem to be quite topical and discussed. But what about that coin that's locked you in and you're 70-80% down? So for those, you just have to turn a blind eye for now, because I don't like to walk away with 70%. I did get rid of some stuff the other day, and I got rid of it because the capital in them was just way too small. So I didn't really care where it went. But that is a very, very good point. Yo, B tweets, what's happening, bro? Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on selling cow. But hey, I had to yeah, now's a good time, bro. That is an absolute G move there. High risk, high reward. I bought 3K. Excellent. I know I have. Yeah, this is what I mean. I mean, it's gonna have it's got the likes of Crypto God John, Alex Becker, and you know, it's gonna definitely catch fire. Like I said, it's one of these cryptocurrencies that are quite they could be absolutely you know, this could perform really well in a an AI narrative. So nice one, brother. SMH, oh man, don't get me started, bro. So SMH is the worst crypto to store. Okay, so you notice this was up $5 and it came down 10x to 55 cents. Unbelievable. I have not seen this cryptocurrency at that price, and whatever small bag that I have, I'm obviously 10x down. Not 10x, but it's not been performing well. On the face of it, it seems like a grand idea. What I would say is that sell-off here is just quite remarkable. So look, 90% down, and at this point, I think this is the gambling side of things. Market cap, what is it? I mean, right now it's still got those exchanges. The last one was HT, I think CoinX as well. Look, these guys, one of the things I hate about them is their entire setup in terms of the wallet. Now, initially, when I bought into this, I actually get scared when I look at this, because what I've done with my crypto was I had a hard drive and I was actually mining this on my Mac. Anyway, the database got corrupted, and it just felt like they didn't want me to take my crypto. So for days and days, I spent so much effort on the Discord, and it wasn't worth it in the end. You know, proof of space and time. I would treat it as a degen play right now. I've never seen this project that low. You can see here, look how epic, $5 to 55 cents. The only way is up from here. I mean, does it go to 0 or does it go and do 100x? I mean, 10x just to get back to $5 is you know, would be great to get some of my money back. But look, I can see the reasons why somebody would be interested in this. But overall, I just think that it's one of those painful lessons people learn, and if it comes back, it will rip. I mean, they've got to release a new wallet. They've got to do what are they doing with the Spaceman reposted? It gave my new flock their first SMA. Oh, mate. What are you doing, man? Cruelty to animals. Anyway, this is one not for the faint-hearted, you know. But yeah, if you did put in a small amount, you know, I can't see why not, because I do hold a small amount that is absolutely red. Bro, the streaming quality is not that good if you zoom in the prices, but it's okay if you don't zoom. Okay, cool, bro. Thank you for letting me know. You can't see it now. Now you can see it. Yeah, wicked. Thanks for the feedback, my man. What's up, Joey? Shout out to the DXP community. Shout out to you, sir. You caught the Mavia dip last night, or you didn't? Johnny in the building with my crypto bros and sisters. Yeah, Johnny, what a legend you are, brother. Selling is for pussies. I refrained the gentleman from using wonderful language. BTC back above. So this is brilliant. I mean, what that means is an epic short. There's a $21 billion of liquidations to the downside. Honestly, you know, you can see here. There is an incredible amount of liquidations. So yeah, look at that. Look at that wick. I mean, this is the area that I feel like we may come back down to when it comes to BTC. But guys, look, you know, you've got to there's always going to be emotion. Number one, there's going to be emotion, right? The market moves either left or right, and every single person, or most of us anyway, are like, shit, we're going to all new all-time highs, or, you know, F it, we're going back down to $20,000. And you've got to look at this and say, why is Bitcoin doing what it's doing? There's no volume in the market, so there's a lot of manipulation. There was a $21 billion liquidation to the downside. 21 billion. I mean, that would be epic if they send this to 70K or above 65. I think a lot of people will be crying tonight. And then from there, they do an epic dump. You short it, then get into an entry with no leverage, by the way. You can. You don't have to use leverage. But yeah, it's interesting seeing this Bitcoin chart right now on the weekly. Let's have a look at this on the daily. If we're telling a different story. Yeah, no, that's 59K. I mean, wait till this price goes. Obviously, got resistance over there. I think the price, somebody is going to get, a lot of people are going to get wrecked to the downside. I was toying with the idea to go short, but from a higher level. And by the way, I don't trade. I just do it for fun. But much better than meme coins, by the way. Steve in the building. Missed that nice Mavia did, bro. It was, to be honest, it was kind of quick. You know, it got bought up quite quickly. The price was, yeah, the price was like, it was quite juicy. So by the time I was able to do the screen capture, it was 117. And yeah, it was as low as it was as low as the you know, I put in another 1900 to catch this. But yeah, it just got back up a little bit. But 117 was quite epic. A shout, I think few people caught this because it was like late at night Dubai time, both in the Discord and over here. KC in the building. What's going on, bro? Caveman, you sold all your crypto? No, he hasn't. Got Matthew in the building. I hope it dips again. Yeah, it will definitely dip, bro. The one thing that we've learned is never to jump in based on the daily candles. Become a macro investor. Sit back, relax. Sometimes don't do nothing. Just stack up the, you know, there are days that I just move around USDT into from cold storage to cold storage, or from exchange to exchange, because you are tempted. And I'm one of those people that I like to, you've got to find out what type of investor you are. Are you the one that checks their portfolio every day? Clearly in an uptrend, I think that is the best thing to do, because if you wake up one morning and your portfolio is like $500,000 or $150,000, then you call in sick and you start selling $1 million, whatever your target is. But I'm not one of these people that I don't have the tendency to keep refreshing the portfolio in a market downtrend. I just look at individual projects, maybe see more. I see the beauty in, say, an AGI going from 12 cents to 7 cents, for example. That I will monitor that, or or Dynex dipping under 30 cents and going to 24, 23, maybe coming back to where it did, 19 cents and those kind of levels, or Mavia going down towards the $1 mark, considering the IDO was 80 cents. So it's kind of like your human emotions will dictate a lot of the way you feel. I know a lot of people don't feel as great as when they see the the green candles, and that's natural, man. Man City in the building, 5-0. Tomorrow night I'm going to wear my Arsenal top in my live stream, brother. You will see. Only the caveman knows. Absolutely. Very good question, brother. ATH, I've been talking about it recently, and let's put the inflation to one side, because the more research I do, the more that I think that this is a huge deeping project, regardless of what anyone says. Sometimes I'm not a penny pincher when it comes to the market caps, and I think, thank goodness for that, because I have a feeling that certain big projects that we ignore, and I'll give you the facts. If you bought in the bear market, if you bought Render, Fetch, I used to buy Fetch for like 14 cents, right? 14 cents for Fetch. Render was like over 50 cents, 56 or 58 cents. I can't remember what it was. If you bought some of those projects before the narratives, nobody thought. I mean, I remember when I covered Fetch's what do you call the whole idea? It had a massive FUD. They said the team's fraud and it's going into bankruptcy, and boom, that was the news preceding the explosion. So Sui is another one at 46 cents, Solana at $8. Sometimes if you buy a big market cap, it's never a bad thing. What I like about this one is people think that the inflation is intensive for the first 12 months, and it's not. And then what comes after that? The project has been hyped. They've raised over $100 million. And in terms of solutions, they are tackling two key narratives, which is gaming and AI, right? So if you're going to tackle gaming and AI, and you've got partnerships with NVIDIA, and you are using some of the best GPUs, and again, Cliff will tell you this, they use the industrial scale GPUs that are very expensive to rent. And, we're comparing this to IONET, which had some FUD because of one of the founders, but IONET also came down in price. We're comparing this to Render, a cash mostly. And then, of course, you've got the other smaller ones like Dynex and Octaspace. Now, obviously, you can throw Dynex into that mix because of the number of GPUs. What I would say is the entire, for me, like when I did the calculations for Aether, I think the purchasing has to be over $100,000. 100,000 tokens for you to make some money from it. I think $50,000 to $100,000 puts you into an incredible position. Anything above that, you obviously are going to become well off from this. But I wouldn't hold this a day longer than the cycle, or this cycle, or when I think that the altcoins, certain altcoins are heating up. So, do not ignore this one. It's already got those services that require. If you wanted a smaller market cap, I think the one that sits beneath this is Node AI. I think Node AI is what I consider to be the riskier bet. But overall, if you're going to provide this for gaming and AI, and you have massive investors, Animoca brands, do not ignore this. And what is it right now? 5 cents. Yeah, so right now it's 5 cents. And yeah, the unit bias is definitely there to accumulate. I think, what is it? 100,000 will be 5K. So yeah, I do like it a lot. I have considered adding this to the portfolio. Bro said, I only hold 5 projects: Casper, BasedAI, TechTim, Mavia, and ZF. That is absolutely beautiful, bro. I think all of us should aim to do what you are doing, because I think a lot of people will find it difficult to manage more projects. But if you are under, do not sell. ZF volume up quite nicely, 1.5 million. Still very much a micro cap that should pump. Guys, what you will notice right now, YouTube has just become a FUD place. Like most people actually don't talk about the projects that they were hyping up before. So where are these guys? I'm going to reach out to these guys to obviously talk about what's happening. $7 million. ZF now priced at $4 million, and it's just not in narrative, guys. Bitcoin layer 2s. Bitcoin is in the hospital right now, right? Bitcoin is limping. I'd like to become a marketing manager here, man. Bitcoin right now is literally silent, but I do like the fact that they've obviously advisor highlight. This guy is obviously Charlie Sheen. I kid it out. I thought his name was Charlie Sheen. Charlie Shren. Yeah, if he's an advisor, man, let's invite him to an AMA. Just so you know, if there's any projects watching, DXB community don't charge no fees. And that's why we've been getting a quite lot of AMAs recently. So for the benefit of the community. Big up yourself, Maradona. Boss, got a question, Mavia. We all FOMO onto this project, but never or near heard how people would make some crypto from it, some money from it. How are we expecting the public to FOMO into Mavia? I think if I understood your question. Great question, man. Great question. And of course, your questions are always well thought of, brother. And that's why I love you, man. That's why you've been one of my day ones in our community. And I would say, look, like Jose Mourinho said, my record speaks for me, not me, Mavia. So very good question that requires a very, very serious answer. Like, for example, the Axie Infinity was clear, like farming. Yep. So this is exactly, so they've got a second token called Ruby within the ecosystem. And there are already 70 plus million downloads. I think it could be even more. 70 million players, 500 million downloads. I can't remember what the stat was, but I will provide you. So it has that effect. So when I was getting into it, one of the things I looked at was the App Store downloads. All of that is there. The same kind of, they looked at Axie and they wanted to build something like the League of Legends, and I think that's what they've done. But in addition to that, what are you going to remember is who else is going to pump your bags? So we're nothing in the in the space of crypto. We're very small, right? So you've got investors and listings that will actually give this the element of mass adoption on top of where it is right now. So if you go to, and again, if you go to the ecosystem here, I think, is it blurry, guys? If I zoom in, yeah, it's a bit blurry. But anyway, look, there are 2 Mavia tokens in the ecosystem. And in addition to that, you've got massive backing by the likes of Animoca brands. So Here you go. You've got all of this. You've got, most important thing is the viral elements. So the game's already been played. If you download it now, I think I should have. See if I can show you. And again, what Axie did was give a lot of people hope, and people were making up to $100, $800 a month, which is huge amount of money. But if you go to the App Store and download Mavia, Heroes of Mavia is right there. The statistics are quite impressive, and this is just on the App Store. And very amazing game, Web3 element with NFTs. People will play this in the future. These are some of the comments in the application right now. And what I would say is Scries, who obviously developed this, are well connected. So what do you expect in terms of viral play? It has an ecosystem. It's already been played. It's play to earn. It has dual token with rubies as well, and NFTs. And then you got Animoca Brands, Binance Labs, Crypto.com, Merit Circle, which is Beam, or the VC arm. So, and one interesting one here is Emirates Consortium LLC, which is a Dubai-based hedge fund. So it's got all the bells and whistles, in my opinion. If you look at who's gonna actually win from this, it's most likely to be those in less fortunate countries that are downloading and absolutely earning a fortune with this. And of course, these guys, again, the studio itself, the studio behind this is very, very good. And yeah, so that when you add all of that together, I think the opportunity, not to perhaps maybe nobody can say $10 billion right now because we hardly have any volume in the space, but I just think for me it is one of the ones that will capture mass adoption based on that bridging on Base, being on the Coinbase wallet, many other factors. But yeah, very good question, man. Yeah, I think we went through that. What do you think of TIA chart consolidating? So let's have a look at TIA. Celestia, right? Celestia is a trade, and the reason why it's gathering all this momentum, I think there's a massive unlock coming up in October. So currently, I don't hold it, and obviously it's a big project, albeit right now under $1 billion. So you can imagine how Celestia as a project is not it's one of the better ones. I just think that the inflation here is going to be incredibly large, but you can see the quality of the project is impressive. And if we go to see if I can go to man, TIA has a terrible tokenomics. You see what's happening here? 58 days, 16 hours. So October 31st this is a trade. I think TIA runs into a narrative, hence why it might pick up more interest. That's probably activity that's going on. And then what will happen is it will absolutely be rocked because of the unlock that's coming up. And that unlock is quite substantial. If you could see that, it's what is it to be unlocked? 175 million TIA tokens, equivalent $746 million, 84% of the circulating supply. That's mental. Yeah, that is incredible. So yeah, as long as you are prepared to dump it before the 31st, I think you will be absolutely fine. And then, of course, a lot of these projects like this, it's such a shame. It's just a VC money grab, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my opinion on Celeste. Sent you a DM, got some dry powder. John Mitchell, let's effing do it, bro. I am the king of the dry. I will eat up all your dry powder. TARS, sorry, not Celestia. Yeah, I talked about TARS. I think TARS has a good chart, very good marketing, decent market cap for entry, and volume up 64% because there's hardly any volume to move the project. Yeah, decent. I mean, look, like I've always said, this is one of the better charts in crypto right now. I mean, in these micro caps, it's holding up its place and has decent availability of exchanges. Bybit, Gate, Mexi, could do with a few more, but it's probably not the time now. Gate.io, you can grab this on Radium. I think look, I get the hype, and hype is what we want, right? We don't want to have something that is not gonna, because look, TARS has not participated in that mini pump that we've had. A Solana's AI infrastructure introducing TARS powered by GPT-4. See the claim here, Solana's AI infrastructure. And I'll be very honest, it looks very impressive. I don't know the team, so that's the only thing. But obviously, we can always knock at the door for the Solana Foundation, Solana's backing. If this is all true, then I think it's going to be a very good AI project to obviously get into. I don't know who's. Does anyone know who's behind this? Because sometimes when I've looked at few, I got burnt with few Solana projects, right? Dexes and sexes and all kinds of stuff. So I'm very careful when it comes to a project like this. Just making sure all the all the checks are made. But look, it's spoken about by bigger people than me, so not financial advice, but yeah, just do further research. I would say, if you are asking me right now, is there a better $15 million AI project? I would probably say no. Right? I would probably say no. This and OFN, AGC, I think these are very good AI projects, and the other two are also layer ones. Let's continue with this. Tokenomics of Auth. Let's see if I can find it here. I know it has a. See, it's not even on here. Okay, let's get to crypto rank. Yeah, tokenomics. I think it's listen, it does have inflation, but it is not what we think it is. I think it's the vesting is quite decent. So there's an unlock. There was an unlock today, right? But the size of the unlock, let's have a look. 50K tokens. I mean, it's very, very small. Very, very small. I hope you can see my screen, guys. So on a daily basis, they are going to unlock a very small amount of tokens. Now, for these tokens to be eaten up, obviously the market has to be liquid. And you can see here 10th, 11th, 12th, 8 days left. So you got daily unlocks. Boom. 522K to be unlocked, 0.0. Yeah, so there is that inflation, hence why the price has been swimming downwards, right? You can see here, and that continues, right? But what will happen is because the size of the unlocks are small, if the market is uptrending, it gets eaten up quite quickly. in the next kind of 60 days or 50 days, I don't expect this to get away from people, first of all. But guys, look at this. Look, 17th, 18th, you go to any month of the year. And, 10% foundation, 10% fundraising and early investors, 15% for the team. But this is your saving grace. Mining reserves, 65%, right, to use in the ecosystem. And that's what you have to understand. Sometimes it's, you look at the tokens, and there's another project that I was looking at the other day, which had like 800 million tokens in total. It had 10% circulation, but 50% of those tokens were reserved for the ecosystem. So I think on that basis, it should catch some wind. And for me, it would be kind of a good one to actually consider. I do hold it as well. So yeah, I do like it, but it has that inflation element. At this point, I'll have to ride it out. Yeah, John, listen, 55 cents. Mate, I bought that, honestly, I bought SMH so much higher. And try changing, okay, video quality. Gonzo, how is your quality, bro? Let me get my brother Caveman here. Happy Labor Day to you too, brother Peter. Hope you're doing well. Alephium should replace Solana and gas. You know what? That would be epic. I mean, listen, Alf is Alf right now. It's just another Casper at 180 million. What is it now? 170 million. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, like in all aspects, it is I would even say it is a better Casper, but not from a technological standpoint. From an entry right now, this will be one of those layer ones that you hold and you sell quite nicely into the bull market, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, look, if you have Solana and Casper to replace ETH in terms of market caps, that would be epic. I doubt it, but that would be incredible. But definitely, look, Alpha is just, we should get them back here. You know, this is a good time to actually reach out to projects and get people back in here. This is a monster, and it was pumping our bags before BTC. OM is the best art for you. You know, Shogun, you are obviously very smart, brother, because I think the layer one aspect on OM is the key difference. And you can see here, obviously, 14 million. It's got all the quality exchanges, and just under $1 billion billion in valuation, 800 million. With something like this, what people need to think about is a 20x on $1 billion on a $20 billion market cap is achievable for these types of projects. So in this case, $18.5 billion in valuation. It can happen for a lot of these blue chips. What makes this one a little bit more attractive for me is the fact that it's also a native layer one. So the only thing I would say is obviously this and Ondo, along with this and Ondo. Dusk is probably one of the best ones to have right now because of the mainnet. But yeah, this one is if you obviously got some big allocations or you need some stability in terms of your portfolio. I've always liked this, but the entry was always kind of getting away from people. This run up to $1 billion just like that, and just like Hondo, you know, there was no respite in catching this. But it is a quality project on the Binance. Already got a Binance listing, 800 million in valuation. This gets to, for me, over $20 billion. 15 to 20 bill is possible. I have some dry powder. Hold it for a bit. Would like to get some Mavia and Alf. Brilliant. So imagine the dry powder in your hand, and instead of dumping it in, you go little by little, sprinkle like Salt Bay. This is our dry powder right now. Very good question. What I would say is do not FOMO, number one. The other aspect of it is, remember, I used to always say religiously, under $2 ALF, under $2 ALF. We will dip back under $2. Don't worry about that. Mavia 128. I bought it 250. I bought it at $2. I bought it at $1. 90 something cents on a wick. It's a massive average, but deploy very slowly. I mean, if you want to focus on the main bags, those are your targets, right? The Mavia and the ALF bag. Just keep watching the charts. Wait for it. You would have caught one dip last night, but it got bought back up quite quickly today. And yeah, we will definitely talk in the Discord as well, because I think I'm still looking at your overall portfolio. Smash the like, guys. Yeah, definitely, Shogun, my brother. Appreciate that. I should have left that for Mavia in place. Yeah, you know, it's funny because limit orders are always we are finger itching, man. That's the problem, right? I'm like that as well. Most of the time you see my buys, you know, I would take a very small amount and I will buy the token. Like, I don't care, before I go to sleep. And I have to almost stop myself because I have all the tools to do the limit orders, and more I do it, but sometimes I just like buying. So I can understand what you mean, but don't beat yourself up over it. Bro said ALF, may the light keep shining on ALF. And also, I think if you look at the fundamental difference in the teams, you know, the ALF team is quite a good natured team. You know, Casper team has done fantastic, but they are very toxic, combative people. And recently, I get a lot of private messages within the ALF Casper circles of people actually realizing how to diversify between the two. So I think we're probably one of the most solid communities for ALF, which is great. I'm thinking of swapping my playable into Corpo. The dip is amazing. Ooh, Corsa. On that note, you better grab the mic, brother, if you're available. Guys, it's that time of the show where we've hit 1 hour of me talking, and I want to understand why my brother wants to catch this dip so badly, because it's a very important dip. You just reminded me I will be dipping into the dip. So yeah, come on in, brother. Caveman, if you're around, any of you, T-Bird, anybody, you're more than welcome, guys. We will have a bit of a nice chat. There we go. Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up?
What is going on, you
Hello,
legend?
everybody.
You just know how to sell projects to me, man. You're a legend. Corpo, I mean, what are you going with? 100,000, 50,000, 10,000 is enough, in my opinion, for exposure.
Yeah, I had 10,000 until today, and I was happy with it. But then I saw that my 10,000 is worth like only $680, so I bought another 10,000 today.
Ah, so now you're holding 20.
Yeah.
Very good. That's what I call. Listen, that's what I call. Guys, it's a buy alert, by the way. If you wanted to buy 10,000, it couldn't be any cheaper now. Now, could it go under? More than that? You never know. But $5 million in market cap, I think.
And also, like many people are seeing the chart and looking at it and say, "Wow, it's a rug pull." Yeah. Man, just look at the projects, like for example, look at Nakamoto. Look at Nakamoto Gaming when they started in 2021 in October. They had this pump at the peak of the bull run, then dropped before the below the IDO price. Look at for even a Tectum. Look at Tectum. It had Tectum price on Tectum chart on Mexi. Like it launched in July, then it dumped even below the IDO price, and then we had this parabolic run to $40. So that price action doesn't mean it's a rug pull. It just token
It
unlock
doesn't.
investing.
It had it had the unlock today. I've just I've literally just put in, you can see here, just put in a limit order.
Yeah.
Under the 7 cents mark for about $900, $965. That's like 13,800 tokens. So for $900, not bad at all.
Corpo is 5 million market cap right now.
Incredible. I mean, again, guys, no FOMO in, but $1,000 I think does a very good does the trick here. You know.
Yeah.
Did you see the chart move?
Let me see.
Did he? Look, I literally.
You bought on Bybit, yeah?
No, Mexi. Just send the price up.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
My wick is incredible, and yeah, I should take that. That looks like the DXB meme coin that we had, but I'm the proud owner now of some more corpo, and I think I will get even some more because what's happening right now is, what do you see? First of all, we haven't talked about BTC today, bro. I know we talked about it in the Discord. What are you seeing? Maybe we should get your chart up.
Yeah, like BTC is still in this range around below 60k. It would be good to reclaim the 60k because this would get above 20 moving average on daily, but the most important is what I always say, 200 moving average on daily. It's like below 64k, so getting to 64k and we are bullish again. But that's what I predict for September. I think we will go above this month. I think that the second half of September will be good for Bitcoin. Like this Friday we get unemployment data. I think this will drop from the last time. Like it's 4.3. Now the forecast is 4.2, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets even better, like 4.1. This would be the first catalyst to move up a little. Then we get CPI data in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, and then the rate cuts. So I am thinking that we are good. Stop worrying. Okay, of course you have to get this at the back of your head that something might go wrong, but man,
Right.
like Twitter is a ghost town, is a bear town. Man, this is like middle of bear market, like the end of 2022. Everybody is claiming 40k, even 38k. Man,
I've seen
like
20k.
like even I think I saw the data on Twitter that the cost of mining one Bitcoin is over 80k right now.
Damn, bro. It's definitely a tough time. I think the overall feeling for everybody is that everything is going to dump. Then obviously, I don't know if anybody saw the streams and you know the big channels. You know, the big channels are obviously causing a lot of people just quit crypto.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends was telling me, like, you know, Crypto Banter today was talking about leaving the market for 18 months. This is incredible, right? Like, leave the market, he said, for 12 months to 18 months. and then come back.
I wonder what is the price prediction for Brett for Crypto Galaxy right now? Is it 12 still, or maybe
Eh,
he got bearish and went to 8?
but listen, Galaxy is probably going to go for the upper limit of that, but I'm actually going to. I think there's going to be an epic short here. I just honestly like $59,000. We keep pushing a little bit, and then boom. But the daily is incredible. I mean, I don't know if you saw the daily candle today for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bitcoin chart right now.
I think there's a short setup here somewhere. Obviously, I don't encourage people to do this, but it makes.
But I saw yesterday somebody posted on Twitter. Let me check. Like there were new bids on Bitcoin below 57K. I think like new bids at 56K, 55. Yeah, bids appeared on BTC from 55.5 to 57.5.
Some new bids coming in.
Yeah, and now we went up. Yeah, we didn't get there. We went to 57.
No. Yeah, we just touched. I think about an hour ago we were 52,900. Sorry,
so
59,258.
Yeah, so like there is a big foundation below 57K. Like everybody's screaming for 49. It would be hard right now to get there. I think like the beats are there, and like there is somebody also posted on Discord that there is a record low level of bitcoins on exchanges, like only 1.5 million on exchanges. like the whales are buying.
It's look, it's so weird because look, 24-hour chain is look at the so this is the open interest here up on Binance.
Yeah.
And I think, look, eventually it's just a part of me thinks that they are going to let a massive they're just going to have a massive sell off to to liquidate, because now I think we go up to 60K, and the setup should be like from 60K, because now they're starting to liquidate a lot of people below that. Looking at some of these
like even
data.
this small pump above 59K right now, I think it was some kind of short squeeze.
Yeah, I mean the funding rate yesterday was completely a sea of red.
And remember still that today is holiday
Bank holiday.
in USA, like Labor Day. So I wonder what we will see on the stock market tomorrow, like how it will open. It's the new month. It had
Yeah,
good close on before this weekend. Like Dow Jones hit new all-time high.
yeah, which is incredible, because if you look at the I think there was something you said last week in terms of September being slightly different. And according to my own charts, I was looking at the BTC price, and I was thinking, look, if we go down, if we somehow have this terrible dip, we've been there before. It's not the end of the world. Look at this. I mean, do we go and swoop down 48?
Yeah.
and then boom, start going parabolic. But look at the RSI, even on the weekly. Let's see if I can get weekly. Reset my chart here. Look at the weekly RSI. Unless we spend
Yeah.
more time here, which is possible, but cycle low 49K.
Yeah.
You know, that could be
The bottom.
the yeah, and 57% dominance, man. I mean, this is not the ETH dominance is up today. For the first time in a long time, ETH dominance is up by almost 1%. And yeah, the USDT is still strong. Total market cap at 2 trillion. It actually kind of came down a little bit. And then look at the total 3 is at 558. Now we're still not. It says sell obviously, but on the oscillator. But look, it's still not in the what I consider to be extreme fear zone. I think we are still in a decent place. But have you sold anything?
No, no, of course not.
Never
Only,
selling anything.
only bought more.
We like
Yeah,
that. Look,
I bought Mavia yesterday, and today I bought Corpo.
yeah, Mavia. Oh man, the Mavia price dip was just very good, to say the least.
Yeah.
I only bought like so 2,000, like just under $2,000 got me like decent amount of tokens, and a week ago it would have been way less. So sometimes just waiting and being patient is the best thing to do. Let's go through these questions and help everybody here. What's happening, Omar? New around here. Do you think OTK will get further listings as KuCoin seems to be getting more restrictive to use? I hope so, Omar. I mean, OTK has done well, purely being on KuCoin, and I think that's it. You can just buy it on Radium and Jupiter. But yeah, definitely, I think the chart was good enough for me to consider, but it's kind of annoying sometimes because you want to buy this and you have to go and take Solana and buy it on the DEX. Project seems decent. They should have enough money and they should list on a decent tier exchange. So the answer to that is yes. Possibly what they will wait for, these projects normally wait for the market to have a better because it's quite expensive to be listed. In my opinion, I think if we break that box, then we come back down again. But yeah, it should have a listing. Market is bullish. Amsila said it should get more listings. Well, there you go. There you have it. T-Bird said, "Oh, Sensi and Mutiny, good projects." What a wick. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, someone said hi, Carl Gates. I missed a load of videos. Seems like I missed a load of videos. Welcome back, Carl. He's here.
DXB, have you seen the new fad around KuCoin like past few days? I think they send this tweet like to tell people from USA to sell their tokens.
It's look, the KuCoin and a lot of these guys have just been under the under the radar for a long time now. In terms of how safe is it, how safe is KuCoin? I First of all, the user interface is not the greatest. I don't know if you've noticed that. A lot of people just complain about uh, using KuCoin. But if this truly happens, I mean, we still have. I always plan for one more exchange to go down. Now, for the longest time, it was Binance to cause an epic shock across the crypto market. To, but I think they're going to save Binance and sacrifice it for the next bear market, like FTX. This is what my thinking is, because we've got to have a reason for crypto to have a shocker, and they always engineer the move. Of course, yeah, the natural cycle happens, but an FTX type of situation is in store for Binance in the future, I think. In the meantime, we may get one more sacrificial lamb. In this case, I mean, I've been using KuCoin for many, many years. Had no problem with them. They have a VC arm. They literally they sent me an email the other day. They were like, "Oh, would you like to work with us?" And I'm like, "Fuck off." Can't be
Yeah,
bothered.
because this was like the exchange with best gems last cycle, but right now like Maxi is doing what they have done before. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Mexi though, I don't know if you've noticed these days. Mexi traditionally had this idea of being the cheapest across all of the different exchanges, especially for things like future. But recently, Mexi have been quite shady with fees. Um, I don't know if you've noticed that yourself. They've just been a little bit shady on some fees here and there, but Mexi has taken over completely in terms of like,
Yeah.
I don't think they put, because in KuCoin and Gate, look how crap Gate is in terms of user interface, and Gate does massive VC deals and OTC deals.
Yeah.
So, man, if this falls, God help us.
Yeah, because like for almost every new project, like the almost every time first centralized exchange listing is Maxi, you know,
Mm.
almost every time.
Well, have you noticed some projects from Base never come near Mexi? So you don't find Aerodrome, and you will never find Brett on Mexi.
Yeah, but that's probably because Base is like the Coinbase related chain,
Exactly.
and Maxi is not allowed in US. So
100%. And that's the whole that's the whole point. I think the and that war, that's the same war that's actually happening to, in my opinion, to KuCoin, because I think KuCoin are also from Singapore, if I'm correct. They're definitely
maybe,
Asia based. And
maybe
yeah, so what do you reckon of this? I mean, a lot of people have, in terms of like being afraid of the market, a lot of people are saying September this, but last year September was actually a plus for Bitcoin.
yeah,
First one in about 6-7 years that was positive.
yeah,
And of course, 23 was an accumulation year, so the performance across the board was incredible. But look at the bear market numbers. So 2022, 16% in January. And then you've obviously had 17% in April, May, and June, 37%, which is like a, that was epic. And the year before that, September, 7% in 21. And people were saying this kind of like 2024 is similar to 2020, but I don't think so. The one that it mimics the most is 21, because
yeah,
4 negative months, and here we had 2023, we had 3 negative months, but 2021 we had 5 negative months for Bitcoin. So I don't pay attention to that specific. So far, we are 1.9% with the whole entire month ahead of us.
Yeah, like it's hard to find an analogy in this because every year is different, and the years like 2013, 14, 15 was like full degen years. So yeah, Bitcoin was small. I don't think we should even compare this to what happened, for example, before COVID. Like this is totally different market, totally different times right now. We got ETFs right now, so it's hard to compare. Even to last year, it's hard to compare.
Well, you're 100% right, because the first few years, you can see here, this is Bitcoin with hat.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
And then
2013, 44%, 61%, 172%. Man, this looks like some gem from Maxi.
this looks like pump.fun.
This looks like Sun Wukong in the first week of.
By the way, our token, our beloved Sun Wukong.
Yeah, it's down. It's down to the almost to the price I bought it my first bag.
Have you sold any?
I only sold my initials when I was 3x, and the rest is still there. I am holding
Beautiful.
still.
You are using the house money.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, it's a beautiful. I mean, the whole Sun eco. I mean, I haven't seen anyone. In fact, no one in YouTube is making videos. Have you noticed? Unless it's about leave crypto now, or
yeah,
this will shock you, or those crazy headlines.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, just like I said on Twitter, it's a ghost town.
Well, that means we need to.
People are waiting for Bitcoin to do anything so it will be easy to write the next tweet. So if we going lower, if we going higher, yeah, like right now it's hard to say anything.
Dude, $1,000 or $980 gets you over 123,852 Sun Wukongs.
Yeah.
Not financial advice. Price. As soon as I said that, the price started to come down. But I'm going to set some alarm bells there.
But you are holding still?
So there was no opportunity for me to get any initials out because of the entry, right?
Yeah.
So the next day, I just sold it, but I'm still holding the exact funds on Mexi. So it's funny what I could have got for basically the amount I have now was 42,000 Sun Wukongs, and now we're talking about nearly 123,000.
Yeah. So right now you can buy what I bought 2 weeks ago.
They say, oh, this was the entry, the epic one.
Yeah. Like my average price was this around 0.008. It's now 0.0079, so it's almost there.
Sorry, first appearance has asked me a question and I left him over there. Hey, DXB fam, quick one. Which one of these two would you buy, Mavia or AI Tech? Oh, you know my answer, bro. So completely different. I think they are both great projects, but I'll put the house on Mavia and put the car on AI Tech. From a size of conviction, just for you to picture that. So between the two, I have more money in Mavia, but I do have exposure to AI Tech, which is quite lovely. Mavia right now, I wish I would have bought another 10K last night, because the buy pressure here is incredible, 130. But the bag is decent. What tokens would you consider? I mean, Rio has. I really like the look of Dusk.
I'm not following Dusk. From RWA, I only follow Rio, and it's very cheap right now. I posted even a chart update today on the Discord. I showed
Rio
on the
is
chart
never
that
been this low.
this
70
is
cent.
the supply zone. Like, this is probably where we get some kind of reaction, and the price goes up. The RSI entered the oversold area on daily. Yeah, like, this is
Dude,
still
63.
very this has still very big demand, so I think this dip will be bought quickly.
This is absolutely 63 cents it went to.
Yeah, yeah,
Crypto Banter actually said set up a portfolio and don't look at it for 12 to 18 months. Brilliant. I think that's way better mindset.
yeah. Like,
And
I even watched Crypto Seth today watched his stream a
mm,
little bit, and
mm,
like, I remember, like, a year ago he was talking straight, like, the bull cycle top will be in Q4 2025. Like, around 2 months ago, he was talking about the possibility of this coming shorter, like maybe Q1 2025. But today he says again, like, altcoin season not until Q4 2025. So those YouTubers are back to being bearish for now and having 12 more months to go.
no, because that listen, election year, man. The what I don't understand is if you feel bearish, like sometimes I think the guys want to be more right by flip flopping, and I'm talking about the big guys, even like the biggest of cats in the space, and it's even more difficult um, for a YouTuber because they have to come up with content and talking points. So yesterday was 50. Fear and greed was 45. Today is 26. What's in between? And I think the nobody knows when the top is. All I know is they're gonna tell us that the top is in when they're all out of the market. Do you know what I mean? Like literally nobody knows. But if you look at people like Ben Cohen, who's there are certain guys who've made enough money in the space on a macro level. I think that will kind of like have a nice say of where certain things are, but nobody knows. I wish I knew. Um, we can only have the guesswork done. I guess one thing we are different in terms of in our own community. I think everybody there is quite mature in terms of what they think of the market. There was a guy today who was doing some FUD. I didn't catch it, but overall, I think everybody's caveman is here. Caveman,
What's up, guys?
caveman,
Oh, okay, man.
What's up, Koza?
space man.
Yeah, the caveman to save you.
What's happening, my brother? How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. I now forgot what I was going to say. Damn it! I had something I needed to say.
Hey, you gave
Uh,
me some alpha today, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that, and I figured you could make it look better than I could in Discord, so I figured I'd just send it to you.
Well, it's very like I went into a rabbit hole with it, if you know what I mean,
Right?
and it's a good rabbit hole because I use the data to try and turn it into a piece of writing because I love writing. It takes me a while, but the information you gave me was such that I think I'm gonna post it ASAP into the Discord and to the Patreon side because I think people need to know these things that are completely hidden. What's your overall take? And by the way, I want to start talking about your portfolio if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, man.
And basically, guys, I took a look at his portfolio, and I realized this guy is an absolute G, man, absolute G. So most of us are saying caveman's going from X, Y to Z. The chunk of his Casper allocation is still
it's still big. It's still the biggest.
you know, I called it not financial advice, because if the casual person hears you on the live, they'll think, yeah, caveman's in different projects all the time. But I've never seen a more stable portfolio in my whole life. 5 projects equally
5,
spread.
that's it. 5, that is it. Now, I have put things into more, and then, of course, when you make me feel like I need to buy something else, I'll switch it in, because it's your fault. But for the most part, man, I figure the least amount with the most in each one, I feel will do better than having even a couple of grand in like 10 to 12 different things. I'd rather have multiple thousands in between 3 and 5. I personally think you just do better that way.
I think you are absolutely spot on, man. I think most people will think 5 tokens is too small, but think about all your money going into 5 projects that are fairly decent with different risk assessment, and the way you done that was, for me, very encouraging, man. I honestly, I told few people that I was checking portfolios for why it was quite important to do that, like a boss move. Oh wait, breaking news, brother. Here we go, guys. Get ready to FOMO into Dynex.
Yeah. What's up, Cliff?
How you doing?
Guys, hide your wallet.
Yeah. Earlier today, me and Kaiser were having a chat on DMs, and he'd put out a thing about, I forgot how he was talking about, like the top, like the market top or the bottom. And I went off of the 2008-2009 housing crisis with the rate cuts. And I guess, basically it was a guess, but it was more of a generated opinion. I said around the 25th of September is when it's going to start rocketing up. Well, he had put the data in with some charts. I didn't even see it. And it was pretty much, we came up with the exact same thing. It's usually about a week later, then things start moving, because we will, right when the rate cut comes, and I think we're going to have a 50 basis point. I don't think it's going to be 25, because that's what they did in 2008, and we're in a worse spot now than we were then. They're just hiding it better when it comes to, banks going under. They're just hiding it better. And the reason they're hiding it better is because they want it to be that bad, for the simple fact that they want all the bigger banks to gobble up the small banks, because, as everybody knows, it's a lot easier to control the few than to control many. And that's my opinion on it. So both came out with right around the same time, about a week after the 18th. That's if they cut. I do think they will, like I said, 0.5%. And it was just amazing, because he went off the data and I just went off of like a scenario, but it actually worked out. That's
my story, and I'm sticking to it. Exactly. So look, guys, I hope your wallets are away, but let's talk quantum.
Okay. Well, there might be even a surprise I've got for you.
Quantum.
Well, I've got a bit of a surprise for you, DXB. So later, you've got a conversation to be had with Cubic.
Oh, breaking news, guys! We're the only channel who get these types of links up, because the big man God has given us the man himself, the Yeti, who's looking better and better every single day.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling very relaxed.
You know what? I think being American suits you better, bro. You're looking like.
Well, I mean, Caveman did promise that
he's got New York Yankee.
Shooting all those guns would give me great stress relief, Caveman did promise me.
You look like professional baseball player or something.
Yeah.
New York Yankee.
Look, Shooting guns is very therapeutic.
Yes, it is.
The only
Mhm.
the only thing I would
Yes.
say is every time I fall in love with America, I just remember the story of Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm like, how is that possible,
Yeah, but there's crazy people everywhere.
man?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
so be careful with the guns. I mean, the land of the free, the home of the brave, but I would say the land of the free, the home of the
The crazy.
bulletproof vests.
Hey, on a different thing, real quick, I'm gonna say one thing. Everybody tonight, whoever's watching this, has to watch that movie Long Legs.
Long legs.
Yeah, everybody has to watch it.
All right.
It is the creepiest thing you'll ever see in your life, but it's good. Anyway,
Is it better than Full Metal Jacket?
well, different. No, not even close. But it's also a different genre.
Completely.
But then also,
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket is an absolute cult classic.
Exactly.
It's
As much as Platoon. Mm-hmm.
it's definitely on the it's definitely on the you've got to be switched on for a few hours, gripping. And so guys, look, I wanted to ask you honestly, our Discord right now is full of joy because the cubic news has just dropped. And if I go to, man, I got locked out of Telegram on my phone. I had to use the there's obviously an AI tech one brewing as well, courtesy of the big man. So
Actually,
yeah,
I've got a few more. Actually, I've got a few more coming.
You beauty, guys. Look, if you wanna talk to projects, then this is where you need to be. But even better, you need to be in our Discord because
Which
today,
is growing like crazy.
Well, you saw my message I put to AI Tech. You saw the message I put to them.
I'm reading it right now. That's a beautiful message, man.
Like, and there's no need to lie about that. That's the truth. Like, you give every opportunity to a platform to actually showcase what they're doing.
Absolutely, bro. And considering how slimy the influencer scene is, we know we don't charge these guys because if our investment goes right, I mean, let's say for example, fair enough, some of the big platforms will charge, some big money, but for us investors, we really want to talk to people. And
well, like I say, I've got my own questions that I still would like answered by Cubic. There's a few questions, but ultimately, they're trying to build something that nobody else has built. So, I can appreciate that more than most.
Absolutely. And I think the other thing as well is that the when it comes to these, recently I lost the old man. I think soon as
That would
they
be my
went to
only question. How's he being treated? That's my only question. How's the old man?
His work is overtaken by quantum computing, brother. He's redundant right now. He's on job seekers allowance. I can't find him.
Well,
Cliff, let me ask you a question. So
sure.
I know what Cubic's trying to do. I know you've said it. It's years out. But say if Cubic and Dynex got together, I'm sure it would go a little faster, correct? And then on the second part of that same question, how actual safe for humanity would it actually be?
What, for a full quantum AI, like loose on online?
Right, yeah.
Damn.
Like one that doesn't just learn from reading the internet, but like teaches itself, learns from mistakes.
That would be
you mean like what I'm already? You mean like what I'm already building?
Yes, exactly. But like no handcuffs, no boundaries.
Yeah,
just
like what I'm already building. Yeah, I'm also caveman. I'm giving it a robotic body.
Are you serious?
Yeah, go look up the Unitree G1.
Okay, all right. Well, the question I asked about it, we were talking privately. I definitely want to try it for that. 100%.
Oh yeah. I guarantee I'm going to get some looks when I take that out for a walk.
Yeah. So how long is it before it'll be built?
So they told me that it should arrive around November time.
Holy shit!
So,
You bring that damn thing to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, my birthday's at the end of November, so yeah, it's a good birthday present.
Right. Oh my. Oh shit, man. Okay.
But yeah, you're absolutely right to ask that question, right? I think that's a very legitimate question. Like, how close are we to actually that full blown moment where the crossover period becomes from just a machine learning to an actual, walking, talking, and then able to make choices for itself? Well, we're gonna start sensible, right? We're gonna put some safeguards in place to make sure that nothing goes super awry, like not giving it access to the internet, for example.
Right.
At least for a while, till we understand what we're actually dealing with, right? That's something that you got to realize, that this is not something we should mess around with lightly, right? Like, shouldn't just go ahead and throw it up and let it loose. It's got to be sensibly done. And that's the same as what Cubic's trying to work on, right? They're trying to make sure that their AR Garth is all trained correctly. And, and it's, I guess that's a good analogy that my wife just piped up and said. She said, you want the the robot from iRobot, Sonny, right? Rather than a Terminator kind of scenario.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he kind of did turn into a Terminator at the end of that movie, though. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like, we don't know what's going to happen right now when we turn it all on, right? When it goes onto the robot and with the Dynex OS that we're actually developing. So there you go, another bit of news. Yes, I'm making a quantum operating system. So yeah,
but
that's going to allow it.
It'll be handcuffed, though. Is what I'm kind of saying.
To a certain degree, at the beginning,
extent.
Yes. At the beginning, yes, because we got to make sure that we understand it before we let it loose. We're talking probably at least 12 months of raw development on top of that before we let it loose.
So what would be the worst case scenario? Are we looking like Skynet? Because I also find it hilarious that China's AI stuff is actually named Skynet.
Yeah, like DXV already post.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
You're talking about Skynet.
But like, is that
I just thought I'd set the scene.
Yeah.
I mean, is that able to happen?
Realistically, when we start, no, because the way that we'll code it won't allow it to be like that. When we let it loose, though, don't forget, right? For an actual AI to actually be fully sentient, you can't put limits on it.
Right.
Otherwise, that's not going to work. But with everything we've ever learned about AI, right? Whenever there's a military agenda around it, it goes bad.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
What if a private company that only wants to see it succeed has a chance to actually try it instead? So we're going to try learning. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way, but there's also something, obviously, that I've recently purchased, what's called a neural scanner. So I can't transfer my memories, but I can transfer all of my ability to learn the same way as I do into a robot.
Really?
So yeah.
So
we're gonna basically map my brain. We're gonna basically map
put it
my
on.
Brain. Yeah. It's like an electrode cap.
Disturbing.
Basically. Yeah.
Well, if you want humanity to go backwards, we can put it on mine. Go back to the Stone Age.
Well, I mean, we could watch it evolve in real time, from caveman all the way to modern human.
And this is going to be the Dynex mascot, Terminator.
Yeah.
Well, if all goes to plan, it will be coming with me in February to Web3 Global.
Where's that?
If it's ready. So that's in the Netherlands. We're going to be one of its primary sponsors of the event.
Really?
Yeah. DXB is getting a VIP ticket to come and report on the event as well. So he's
He's
got
walking
no
around with a
choice.
microphone in his hand, interviewing everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
me,
gonna
man.
put him in. I'm gonna put him in front of everyone. I'm gonna
Good.
literally put him in front of everyone. He'll get 5 minutes with every project.
Well, this is me. Breaking news at the Dynex stand. Turbulent has just taken over. The world is
Also,
coming to an end.
did you notice this morning? No, the new dispenser results came in, and yeah, so the block reward extras are now nearly 2 Dynex a block, every block, up from 0.97 last month. So that's almost another 30% on top. So that's good. That's what we need, right? That's every time we get a new subscription coming on, that's, you know, going to only increase. So that's a good thing.
That's why I was asking you. If we buy one, we get 2 for 1.
No.
I know. I was kind of hoping you'd be like, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, 2 for 1, definitely, yeah.
Well, like,
I'd go sell everything.
You just want some more Dynex. That's all it is.
Of course,
come on,
yeah.
we all know this.
Of course, of course.
Oh, by the way, DXB.
Yeah.
When I get back from the US, we'll sort out another giveaway.
Damn, this time. Yeah, don't forget your people.
No, we'll do another giveaway.
I'm here. Yeah.
We'll do another giveaway.
The guy that won it last time, we never saw him again.
No, we actually did one. We got one person of the 2, but the other person just vanished. Never contacted me at all. So what I'll do is we'll take that one, we'll lump it on top of the next one, and we'll do an even bigger one. How's that?
Well, looks like you've scared off in Belter already, man.
Oh, actually,
yeah, right.
Mbelter's actually in the Netherlands,
if it goes the way that
right?
movie went, I think we're all going to be digging.
Hang on a minute. Isn't Mbelter in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Oh well, then Mbelter, I'll make sure you get a ticket.
When is this event?
So end of February.
Oh, so
yeah.
I wanna come too. From Poland,
sure.
Man.
I probably got somewhere.
So let's do a community link up then. I mean,
I think we've got something like 50 tickets available to us. So we're going to be bringing a few VIP guests.
What city?
And then
Amsterdam.
So Amsterdam. Yeah. Right near Ajax football stadium.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
I always wanted to come to Amsterdam, so that would be
Let's
a good,
guys.
Good moment to go.
Yeah, but no smoking allowed. Just
Oh God, no! I'm working.
I agree.
I'm working. I can't. I'm at work.
Because if there's a dip,
I can't.
You'll never forgive yourself.
Yeah,
Dad, why didn't you buy that dip?
I'm sober, smoking.
Because I was high.
2, 3, 4.
I was high.
5 months until February to quit, so you have to quit smoking.
I was gonna buy the dip, but then I got high.
Right.
I was gonna.
I didn't want to buy the dip until I got high.
And now Alpha is down 20x, and I know why.
The other question is there any other projects you would like me to reach out to, see if I've got a contact with?
So I think we will start with some of your alien friends at Dynex, because I think I just believe that the team, we want to get to know the team.
Sure, okay. We can bring on some more team members.
Yeah, my friend, my friends, Caveman and the Yeti are whales here, so we really want to know more than Terminator.
Sure.
What else we can do?
We can. How about we bring the man who developed the AI for Dynex? We'll bring Sam on.
That will be brilliant. I think. Look, just giving you guys the flowers. I think you. Obviously, I don't want to put everyone out. You're just an incredible human being, man. And I always say to you, privately, publicly, it doesn't matter. It's just like we've got, with you being there with us, we've just got the complete set. You complete a community in the sense that sometimes we want to know things, that
Oh,
insider's
actually, there's another inside one that I'll tell you then. So would you also like Zealous as well?
Is that, you know what? I was just actually going to buy some.
Well, they reached out and asked for an audit.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, they reached out to me yesterday for an audit.
Don't give the caveman ideas, because he likes to go in with
that
big
man's
money.
got bad case of FOMO.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at that market cap at only $9 million. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Can't touch that Casper, caveman.
Caveman is already selling his Casper.
No, unfortunately, my Casper's at the lowest point I want it to be.
No, don't go any lower than that. That's a good investment for future.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I probably could actually. That's a good point that my wife shouted out from over there. Why don't I bring Daniela Harmon on from Dynex, who's our co-founder?
Perfect. Look, this is your community as much as it is ours. So I think it would be wonderful.
If there's any of your community people that would like me to reach out to projects, please do drop me a message, because I do have a lot of contacts within the community. So if I can make that introduction, I'm more than happy to.
No, thank you, brother. You listen, man. We've run out of superlatives for you, because I think the human side, I wish more projects saw this. And the reason why sometimes you make friends with people, it's not just because you can talk about a project or you do a pump and dump or whatever. Your wallets are all doxed. Yep. And more often than not, we're talking about stuff beyond Dynex anyway. Yeah. So thank you, brother, man. When we don't see you for like 2 days, we're like, is he all right? What's happened to our guy? Because the only thing we will say is, do not sell your Dynex, which you won't anyway, before the caveman. If I see a red candle next year, I know it's the caveman.
Well, the thing that worries me when we don't hear from Cliff for like a day or two is, it's like, okay, what's going to come out and I'm not going to be ready for it. That's my thing. Because usually when he disappears,
I think that was Dynex GPT, right? I think that was Dynex GPT last time.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Me a couple of days, and then
some news that just makes you want to buy more.
Oh man, guys, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, because I'm going to wrap it up.
Sure.
Okay, in this particular ending, you're allowed to pick one layer one, one deepin, one AI, one meme, and one gaming crypto, and one RWA. That's for good measure. And we'll start with the Yeti, because it'll be fascinating. Really. By the way, not financial advice, guys. It's
So you already know my gaming pick, right? That's the wife's. She's big into Neoxa. Has been since it effectively launched. She's effectively a big old whale for Neoxa.
Okay, so
like I say, she's got better bags than I have.
You're not allowed to say Neoxa.
Oh, what?
She sold it.
just like you can't say Dynex.
Right. Oh, what, you're going to ban me from using Dynex as an example as well?
No, you know what, caveman? We gotta chill our bags. No, you can use Dynex. Yes, please.
That's gonna be my DPIN pick, so
No, I mean DPIN is probably, technically we fall under a couple of categories, but DPIN's probably the most sensible for Dynex. Right. AI will be more of what we are doing going forward. By the way, another tidbit of news, you're probably looking at 2 weeks before the public launch of Dynex GPT.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we're about 2 weeks away. Yeah.
Graphics,
and DXB's already got the showcase.
I'm gonna break that news.
He's gonna enjoy that.
I've never seen this game.
Yeah, this is Randy's game. This is
Neoxa is actually a bolt-in for other games. So they do Grand Theft Auto, a whole bunch of other games, Rust, I believe, Minecraft, and a few others. Yeah, they bolt directly in.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually a different take on GameFi, right? Because They're not actually
Caveman
building their
Mavia.
own games. They're bolting in to existing games.
Right.
So
Caveman brother, focus.
Well, I'm just
Mavia,
thinking that,
brother,
you know, a
Mavia.
little 20,000 less Casper wouldn't be that bad. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. It's only 20K.
it's going to end. You know, it's going to end up by next month. He's going to have no Casper left.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
kind
know,
of what I'm worried
honestly-
about.
Gonna have to take the keys off him.
I had a look at his Casper portfolio, and it is sexy, man. It's holding up quite nicely. It's got capital concentration in it. It's a big bag. Listen, the caveman's not in the cave all the time. I mean, you know.
So, Caveman,
I'll scurry out here and there.
how deep is the AI tech bag?
That's a big zilch.
Well, that's not.
None. No,
Oh,
no, because I threw it all into.
oh, by the way,
That's why I threw it all.
by the way,
every bit
the
of it.
main whale is sorry about that, bro. The main whale is actually Cliff. I couldn't believe it.
For AI tech?
Yeah.
No. I'm not a big whale on AI tech. Not at least not
Nah,
yet. Least not
the
yet.
bag was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reasonable.
the bag was great.
You know,
All right, so you gave us a gaming
Dynex
one.
even bigger.
That had
Yeah.
to be doxed. I mean, that's how big it is. So, okay, now you have to choose a layer 1, but Dynex cannot.
A layer 1. Okay, sure. Octaspace.
Beautiful. And if we had to go past the friends, Tara could be watching us today.
Oh yeah,
One-
Tariq would kill me if I didn't say Octaspace.
Octaspace. All right, one more layer 1.
Oh, another layer 1. Okay, so what, any layer 1, or does it have to be around what we're already discussing?
Any layer 1.
Any.
Well, then I mean, I guess I suppose really should say Bitcoin, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Minus bit.
You can say anything you want. Minus this, minus that, minus this.
Just say
Minus whale
Tectum.
tokens.
Just say
No, I mean-
Tectum.
I mean, layer 1s.
Just say Tectum, man.
I mean, I've always been a big fan of Litecoin. Although the development of Litecoin, yeah, I've been in Litecoin since as long as Bitcoin.
Digital
Wow.
silver.
I don't send cash over Bitcoin.
$65.
It's too expensive. Litecoin or Casper, but I want to
But
hold
you know
on to my
what?
bag of
It
Casper
always
for a while.
does well.
It's cheaper on
It
draw,
actually
too.
does have.
Cheaper transfers.
Yeah, look, it does well in the bull market.
But the thing is, if you think I've got a big bag of Litecoin, the wife.
Do you think we can get ETF on Litecoin?
No.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
No
think
way.
so. I don't think it's got the
No.
volume to warrant an ETF. Unfortunately. Although actually it's probably a good thing right now. Because every other big L1 is going to get absolutely hammered for ETFs.
Yeah.
So hopefully Litecoin doesn't get an ETF, because it'll actually give somewhere that, you know, you can actually off ramp it nice and easy.
At some point,
By the
they're gonna start bucketing them all in
Yeah,
together.
I did just spot that you just put on the screen. Where do you buy a ticket? As soon as they're available on Web3's website, I'll make sure I drop it in the Discord. But it'll be available. We'll make sure we announce that as soon as the tickets are available.
Belt is in, Hamster is in. I mean, we've got.
Don't worry, there'll
And
be tons and tons of free merch coming. Don't worry, I'm bringing tons of merch with me for the show. So yeah.
So, wow, incredible stuff, man.
Yeah.
I listen. You know,
Okay,
I'm,
man,
I'm-
Back to the other bit though. You said deep in, right? So obviously, I would go with the Dynex for deep in. Now you're talking
So
about
you've gone
AI.
so you've
now
got
AI is the
layer
interesting
I
one.
mean, give us another layer 1, because Litecoin.
Yeah.
Look, most of the some of the kids went
Okay, so
born
you want
when-
like a low market cap L1, right?
yeah.
Okay, and a low market cap L1. Let me have a think.
This is brilliant, guys.
Coach is putting up cheese.
Okay. Yeah, but if I start telling you all of mine, now everyone's going to go and start, front running me
Would that be
going
good
to the
for your? That'd be
exchanges,
good
right?
for your bags. That'd be good for your bags.
Yeah.
Amp your bags.
Oh, I'm not planning on selling until at least the middle of the bull run. Like, come on, I'm not going to be selling anytime soon. But probably the one that I'm most excited with recently, I mean, Zealous has been pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so.
Zealous has been pretty good.
It's interesting, right? Like it's almost like I can see,
it's got a lot of similarities to Casper, just a lot less market cap. Just a lot less market cap.
The only thing I hate is like $9 million. But if you look at it, Mex is the only recognized.
The other L1 that I'm
has it
really
right now.
interested in at the moment has been Constellation. So because they've got big,
I hear
they've got
people
some,
talk about
actually, if you want to talk to the guys over at Constellation, I also know those guys as well. Dagnum PI, his name is, on Discord, by the way. He's all their marketing guy, so I could probably have a word with him as well. I did an interview for Dynex with him not too long ago, so I can reach out to him if you'd like a conversation on that one as well, because they're doing some really cool things.
It's a DAG protocol.
Constellation is a DAG protocol, yes.
Okay.
Not like Casper though, very different to Casper. They're also already doing hackathons with IBM and some big players in the industry, so really interesting. So,
is this possible with Cubic, you reckon, bro? They tested that is something that I thought was a bit,
there's still some question marks over Cubic and how they do their stuff. Don't get me wrong, they're slowly getting there, but much like Dynex, right? They're a project where you need a lot of time to understand what they're trying to do. That's the bit that's hard, right? Unless you have the understanding of what they're trying to do, it can get a little tricky. Which is why, we wanted to get you an interview with them so that you can ask them those questions and actually try and get an understanding, right? So that people can make a more informed decision. I think it's all about education.
They would be the kind of team that would, before the interview, ask, "Oh, we can't talk about this, we can't talk about that," right?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because some do.
No. No. That's not how I do it.
Yeah, they do. Some of them try to control the narrative.
Yeah,
right.
Of course. You don't forget, you got me backing you here. You won't get that kind of.
Yeah.
You won't. No. It'll be a very open discussion.
If we do, I mean, I'll do the interview with the caveman, so he can say, "Look, I heard your project is."
AI Guard is something interesting, but it's still very much in its infancy. But
I actually think it'd be good if y'all teamed up and tried to get everything moving faster.
Yeah. Well, careful what you wish for, caveman.
Yeah.
By the way, I know Coase has got sharp eyes for these things. Have you heard of apes? Anyone?
No.
No.
I only like one ape, and it's on Tron.
Hey, I almost jumped into another one that Kosa said this morning when I was looking at the messages.
Really?
Which one?
Which one did you come up with, bro?
Which one was it that you were speaking about in the?
I have one for you.
Yeah, but I only posted, like, I think I said about Corpo and posted 3 charts today, like Rio, OTK, and Creo.
Creo, weren't it?
Creo's. Well, it's funny because the let me check something. Let me show you something. There's some pump.fun Sun Woo.
Yeah,
So
I made a lot of money off of that.
Yeah, this
and
is the
it came back like no, it's not. It's not though. It's not that.
no, this
It's
is
not
a
Sun
rug. Sorry.
Sun Wukong.
Yeah.
Sun Wukong, man.
There we
But
go.
yeah, I mean, what was the other ones that you asked for? An AI project, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess apart from us and Okta, if I choose them, I could choose Okta, I suppose. That would probably be the other option. If I've already selected Dynex and I can't use Okta as an L1, then I would say that from an AI perspective.
Cliff, what's your opinion about AI Tech posting that they are trying to get to 2 billion market cap in Q4 in their roadmap? What do you think about something like that?
Q4 is ambitious. Q4 is ambitious.
Yeah, but the fact that the team is
Maybe they know
the
something.
roadmap.
Maybe they know something that I don't know. Maybe they know something.
Yeah, but I never seen in any project that they post the prediction for market cap in roadmap.
Well, DXB will tell you I don't do price predictions on Dynex, right? We stay clear of that. That's a really dangerous place to go.
Yeah, but they also posted they are going for tier 1 exchange in Q4. So let's see what
they are. They'll probably have the same fun that all of us are having as a native L1.
Okay.
So, because the problem with L1s and exchanges, right? It's usually six months integration time and $300,000 to $500,000 cost.
Okay.
So that gives you an idea.
Okay.
So yeah, it's ambitious, but hey, if they're not being ambitious, I'd be more worried.
Well, all that money they're saving on labor with just that one guy working, they got.
Well, you say that. You say that. I've met the AI tech team now, and it's more than one. There's a lot more.
Haven, check their Twitter. They posted the data center update. There are more than one people right now building it, and it really starts looking good. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to spoil their thunder or anything, right? But maybe they've got some new partnerships in the pipelines. Maybe they've got some new partnerships.
So Cliff, what are you saying, man? Because you know what I'm hearing.
Get back in.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's
what I'm hearing.
I'm thinking, man.
So okay, I got a question for Cliff. A question for Cliff. All right.
Yeah.
Say I want to ape back into AI tech. There's only two ways I can do it. Either one, I sell a big bag of Casper, or two, I sell a big bag of Dynex.
He's going to put me in the impossible situation right now.
I can either sell Casper or Dynex.
Hang on a minute.
One should I sell?
Your kidney.
I'll give you a third option. Just send me the wallet.
Yeah.
On ETH, OXO holder. I mean, look, give us a meme coin. So you've given us, AI. You haven't given us a name.
Cock-Ino.
Okay.
Cock-Ino.
And a meme. Well, I mean, I guess you want a low market cap meme coin, then, yeah. You're not gonna let me pick the meme coin that I actually got into.
Sun Wukong.
Well, no, I'm out of that now. I've sold all my bag of that.
I think it's good to get back into that one.
Round two, Cliff. Look, we go in up.
I hold a very large bag of Dogecoin, funnily enough. I have done for a while.
You kind of can't go wrong holding Doge through a bull market.
Well, I've got two L7 ASICs, so they merge.
So you just mine them all, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
I've had the L7s for over a year now. They're just mining away. I don't touch them. So.
Yeah. Bear market. That's when I'm getting into that I'm going to get with you.
So
I'm definitely getting into mining a lot.
So let's say you couldn't choose Dynex or Okta, but you had to choose an AI, and of course, we'll look into this. You have access to community treasury. This is L1. We've got layer 2. You can skip that unless you have one that you like. But deep in RWA.
So a good deep in project. I mean, technically, AI tech is deep in, right? I would guess. Yeah. So that would be my pick for deep in if I can't pick Dynex. And RWA, well, if you actually look, Dynex announced a partnership with an RWA quite recently in the UK. So I'd probably pick those guys over there, which is
it's not in Germany. Right?
What's the name of it?
It's not in Germany, right?
No, it's actually in the UK. They're already up and running. They already have clients. They're working with solar power.
Wow.
So Rowan, is it Rowan Energy? I think.
Oh,
they actually run
yes.
their own. Yeah. Rowan Energy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because they partnered with us to actually leverage quantum calculations for solar.
Damn.
So they can actually make solar work then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
so much so I've ordered one of their units to my house.
All right, and Alted, SMT, and all solid projects. Now, give us a meme coin. Let's say, I know you don't do memes, but Sun Wukong recently has looked after you with Cosa, and yeah.
I mean, I really don't keep much eye around meme coins. That's the problem, right? Like I jumped into that because of Costa kept shouting it. So I was like, well, what's 10 grand?
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you should remember that when you do this giveaway.
Exactly.
Well, Costa, have you got any Dynex?
Costa's trying to get some brownie points.
Hey, don't forget the taxes.
Costa?
Yeah, I got small bucket current dips.
Well, then maybe we should make that a medium bag. We should make that a medium bag.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Caveman is probably thinking, hey, what about me, man?
Oh no, Caveman already knows what he's got waiting for him when I get back.
I was actually what was I watching with my daughter the other day? And I couldn't stop laughing because crude. That's it. So watching this cartoon with my daughter, this movie called Crudes, and the father's quite protective, and the family live in a cave. I started laughing. I was like, "Yo, this reminds me of my friend. He's very protective."
I'm still waiting for that.
Talk to my daughter; she'll tell you it's true.
I'm still waiting for the Yabba Dabba Doo coin.
Yeah, right. I think we should make one.
We should make that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Caveman.
My favorite father-child film is Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Hey,
Finding Nemo is the best,
I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch that when I, especially with my little sister. But I was always a member of the Sharkanians. Dangerous.
Right. Yeah. Right.
No, bro. Lack of brain cells. Caveman, give us your 4.
So what was it? L1.
Yours is easy.
Yeah.
Man. Go on.
So Caspa, BasedAI Mavia, Deepin, Dynex, and then AI. Honestly, I would probably Spectral looks pretty cool. But other than that, in RWA, Swarm Market, man.
Long 5 minutes, huh?
All right.
Oh, hang on. We should show this. We should show this. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can actually turn this around.
Okay.
So I'm over here staying with my friend over in America. Oh yeah. You think I'm big into mining? Oh, you think I'm big into mining? No.
Good Lord, have mercy.
This is big into mining.
Oh, wait.
This is
Lord,
big
have
into
mercy.
mining.
I tried to blow you up.
Oh my
I know
God.
you did.
Oh my God.
Damn.
That's
What is
you call
that?
big.
Yeah, what is it for? What's he mining?
So each one of the large ones, 12 GPUs. Smaller ones have 8. There's about, I don't know, 150 just sat there.
Right.
It looks like a
What-
rocket launcher from Rambo.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
temperature?
saying.
What's the temperature there?
If it's in Ohio, it's hot right now.
Like, oh no, they're all on.
Is
Water
it
cooled?
hot?
They're all on. Oh yeah. No, it's not too hot. The big extractor fans behind actually help. But yeah, now that's what you call a mining setup.
Yeah.
What's he mining?
Makes mine look
Looks nice.
tiny.
What's he mining?
Probably about 10 different coins right now.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
So I know that he flicked over to BlockX this morning because they did a hard fork. So he jumped on it when they switched over to a new algo. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
see,
that's what you
that's
call
what I
big
wanna get.
mining. That's
so
what
that would be a good starter set, is what you're saying.
What, that kind of amount? Absolutely.
Okay.
You want to go big? That's how you do it.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's-
But I was waiting to the
probably
bear market
about,
when
I
everything's
don't know,
low, and then I can get more coins as I'm buying.
$2.5 grand a month in electric.
Okay. Yeah, but how much would it pay out?
A caveman.
Right. See, that's my point.
Lads,
Yeah.
this is. Have you seen my mining equipment?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's caveman mining.
Right. Yeah.
That's
In
caveman
partnership
mining.
with my brother.
I'm using that to make.
Are you
to make
mining
Yeah,
crypto?
like-
on
Yeah.
the floor.
If you truly want to go big and get into projects that early, that's the best way to do it. By
Right,
far.
okay. Yeah. That's
Like,
what I was thinking.
We were
That's exactly
we were
what I
all
was
on.
thinking.
You know how most people think that they missed the boat with Casper, right? They're all like, no, you haven't. Well, compared to what we got in at,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
when we were doing like big blocks of Casper, every block, every 1
Right,
second.
and that's why I want to do it like as the bear
Yeah.
market starting the bottom is when I
Yeah.
want to start, because you'll get more
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Because
I
you get into
I was
you
actually thinking
basically get
about
into
between
projects
80 and
before they've
100
even
to
listed.
start.
Well, even 50 GPUs would be a good start,
Okay.
I would say. If
Okay,
you can't
I know
afford
nothing
50,
about it.
even 10
Really?
would give you a good start. If you're that early, yeah,
Right.
100%. I did
And it would do
Casper
better
with
to
27.
and
I
that
mined Casper
would
with.
so say in 26, 27, would it be feasible to mine Casper, or it would do better to find another one that's coming out?
No. By that time, Casper's emissions are almost gone.
Be done.
So
Right, exactly.
yeah. So you don't.
That's what I was figuring.
You
It's like
want to
every
go
month.
for new coins. I'll show you where to go for that. I'll show you
Okay.
the ways that I do it, and then
Okay.
you'll be fine.
Okay, good.
But yeah, like
That's-
realistically, you want to go big into proof of work coins.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. Like
'Cause it's, for the
legitimately,
most part,
like,
other than your electric bill, that's passive income. Other
Like-
than your electric bill.
ginormous rack, GPUs out the wazoo. Like that's how you go big. Like
Okay.
legitimately, like if you really want to make, like, so for example, right, my friend here, he was one of the very first big miners on Dynex.
Right.
That man there was mining like 2,500 Dynex a week.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, guys,
Man.
damn. I forgot- I
Like I
just
said,
looked into the.
We
I went
might
into
have
the
to.
charts.
We might have to start getting into proof of work stuff.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Much love. Look, we're getting big love from our brother Glasscon. So, Coase, I think Caveman is done with his.
Anyways, I've got to shoot
Yeah.
off. So I will
All right,
catch up
Cliff.
with you guys later. But
cool, brother.
as always, man, been a pleasure.
Listen,
Later, brother.
See you,
It's been
Cliff.
amazing, man. Thank you so much for
No
coming
worries.
on.
Take care, guys.
I'm gonna get
Later,
these
brother.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah, brother said, what do you think of? Thank you so much. What a legend.
Good Lord,
Bro
man!
said, what do you
Every
think of
time
Gary
he
Network?
talks, it's like you just learn something. It's amazing.
Yeah, Cliff is amazing.
He's incredible,
Yeah.
man. And you know, the man, the knowledge. I mean, look, we have to give this brother respect because you said talk about Gary Network. But Gary sounds like a project from the past, and
Yeah,
it's as boring as the name Gary.
the chart looks awful.
It's horrible. I think it's probably something. Look, something you held that you prefer to look at probably in a shorter time period here, but I wouldn't invest in this, and I'm sure you're holding this.
The total supply is higher than the max supply.
It's lopsided.
How does that work?
Supply, total supply. So it's funny, right? Like this came out in the bear market. I think it's been the only thing I would say is something like this was quite topical in the bear market. I remember.
Just by looking at the chart, this probably look. It had like big unlocks. Everybody sold and nobody bought.
And then yeah, that's spot on, bro. But yeah, I think look, with all due respect, I think this one is a piece of not so good. Yeah, both said I got some. Yeah, Corpo is 100% buy. Dry powder. What should I get? Guys, what do you think we should get? Corpo is at a good level. Absolutely. Well, I bought Corpo now.
Corpo, Rio.
Rio is down. I mean, sorry, lads, just give me 1 second.
Guys, like
we're going to continue pumping this up.
In a week, we got, I think, a debate between Trump and Kamala.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I promise you.
She won't come.
She's trying to weasel out of it.
Yeah, I'm telling this. I'm telling this because I am watching closely few Trump coins, and for example, Super Trump.
Yeah, MAGAA, MAGA. Again,
yeah,
is pumping.
It's those are pumping, so it's probably people are buying again before this another Trump-related news.
Right.
And there will be many news in the next 2 months. So let's hope this can pump some.
Yeah, I'm actually out of all my my Trump coins. I got out of them just in time before everything kind of dipped. Made a little bit of money on them, not a lot because I didn't hold them. I should have held them like until now when it's gonna pump back up. But I wanted to get it. I wanted to put as much into Dynex as I could get a hold of and Mavia.
Yeah, Dynex.
Trying not to get rid of more Casper because I'm down to 100K Casper. It's just it's crazy that I'm down that low. And I'm saying that low. I mean, I know it's a lot more than some people have, but from what I had, it's low from where I was.
Man, but what is your average price on Casper?
I got all of mine at one price at a little bit over 4 cents. So I wasn't like super early. Okay, I mean, I wasn't late, but yeah, I wasn't like cliff, but it was like under a penny. Right? What's that?
4x up, you are. Yeah.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's why it's so easy for me to move it into something else because I'm still in a little bit of I say a little bit of profit from my initial investment into it, even after I moved everything out into other things. So that's why it's so easy for me to do it because no matter what, I'm good. When it comes to profit wise. Yeah,
like I did the same with Rio. I was 10x on Rio and I sold over a half of it already, but I made a very good back of Tectum, AI Tech, and Mavia with this. So
right, yeah, and that's kind of the way it's supposed to work. You're supposed to roll your profits into other things.
So I won't be I won't be disappointed even if Rio does another 10x, because I know that Tectum AI Tech will do those numbers, so I will get those pumps still.
Correct, and more. Plus, in a way, if you think about it, it's almost like, in a way, it's kind of like free money, so to speak, because it's not coming out of your initial pocketbook going into something. Yeah. Yep. You back, DXB?
Bro, if you had to buy, let's say $1,000, so let's give people some, let's give the people what they want. I'm gonna ask you guys. You have $1,000 right now, and you're gonna go to Mexi to buy something. What would it be, and why?
Nothing. Something we don't
Start
hold
with
now.
you.
Like something new.
Anything you want. You got $1,000 burning a hole in your pocket right now. It could be the projects you hold. It could be something you don't. Doesn't matter.
So today, if I had to buy today for $1,000, I would probably choose between Corpo, Sun Wukong, and Rio. Rio as the safest one, but still, I think 20x minimum from these levels. Corpo much more, 50x, maybe even 100x from right now. And Sun Wukong, this can pump anytime big, you know.
I'm actually,
Corpo could
I've been
be.
enamored with that. Sorry. I'm sorry, Drew.
I mean, it is. No, I was just saying, the man, Dusk is up 18% and $120 million in market cap. Unbelievable. I posted this for us. I think it was around 60 million last month. But $1,000. So you would go one of Rio, Sun Wukong, and
Corpo.
And what else? Yo, Big Joe with the building.
Going on?
What do you think
Hey,
about
what's up, Joey?
Hey,
Going on,
Joey.
Caveman?
What's up?
What's up?
Hope you well, bro.
What do you think, DXB? What do you think about my picks?
You know, I think all three of them are great. I think the Corpo one is as degen as you can get, because that is a realistic, from this point, 50 to 100x. Not financial advice, guys. It's literally $5 million. It's come all the way down. I mean, this was at nearly $1 plus recently. So if you have that investor mentality, I think these are the type of things that could catch some win. You never know. Some projects do go to zero. We've seen several of them fall off. Rio is a safer bet relatively, because Rio is a cult coin in my opinion. I don't think all the investors of Rio don't know what Rio does. But
like, I don't know what this team done, but they don't have to post anything on Twitter. They are very weak on Twitter. They don't post much, but man, they don't have to. Everybody is pumping Rio for them when the time comes, you know. Like even in March when we had this big pump, Rio didn't post anything. It was just pure those news, like somebody sent to the BlackRock wallet some Rio, and everybody, wow, BlackRock is buying Rio. No, they didn't bought Rio. Somebody sent it to them, but it made 3x in 2 weeks.
So someone no, it's one of those things. I mean, look, the project is decent. I think the way they do marketing is a little bit different from others. There's a lot of I think, I wouldn't say only paid shills, but they have their marketing locked down on Twitter. Like, they don't mess about. There's tons of people, there's conversations, organically, inorganically, suspicious, you name it, it's happening there. So yeah, very solid three that you've got there. And then of course Sun Wukong is the
these past 3 months they posted like once a month.
And look at the engagement. Look. And look, all of the guys, I mean, the people that talk about Rio, they don't just post random stuff. It's I know sometimes it's proper marketing. Here, Look at this.
What's the market
20
cap of
million.
Rio?
60 million?
right now. Maybe even lower. Let me
Really?
check.
Because the
53.
market cap on CoinMarketCap,
53.
53 million.
53,
Yeah.
fully diluted.
This is minimum 1 billion project. Minimum.
Because I don't
Yeah.
I don't have a RWA project since I got rid of small market. That's why I was asking. So this
Yeah,
would be
no,
one of
this is-
mine that I would definitely buy if I had to buy today. And then
I
somebody pull up Wilder World, because this thing just looks so cool.
Well, it
It's
is.
probably the coolest looking metaverse there is.
It's one of the
It's an older
yeah,
code.
this one's big. This one,
Yeah, it's been around.
yeah, this is Alex Becker territory. 60 million has come down quite a lot, but the game
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yes, it is. I mean, everything about it it looks
I mean, look
so
at
good.
this.
Yeah.
This was
It's
actually
phenomenal.
way bigger than this market cap recently, by the way.
Yeah.
If you look at the decline in the market cap, look at that, over 200 million. I think that's a very good shout for that's an incredible shout for something that will catch fire.
Yeah, I think it will. I mean,
Yeah, very good
Sandbox,
stuff.
Switzerland, those things they're crap. Everybody knows they're crap. And okay, I made most
No,
of my
but
money
these
on
ones,
Sandbox last time.
look at this, man. It's yeah, they've literally been working. I think they're in Neo Tokyo as well. But this is a quality.
Yeah, and that's
quality. I mean, look at this.
That's what makes it even more promising, because they're in the Neo Tokyo circle.
Yeah. Imagine that's just
The graphics are insane. It's insane.
wow, Joey.
DXB.
Yeah, let
going
Joey
on?
give us his blessings. Give us a 3, brother. How are you, bro?
Well,
Long time.
I'm doing very well. How about you guys?
Doing better that you're here, brother.
Yeah, we missed you lately, man.
Man, I've been mining that USDT, man.
I know that.
So if I was supposed to if I was supposed to get 3 well, first of all, you just asked if we're supposed to just get one position in on MEXC right now, what would it be? I might go with Corpo World, and the reason for that is because, you know, for me, my gaming is not where gaming is like maybe like less than 5% of my portfolio, and
Right.
you know, that's where I would go right now. I mean, we have like we're down 8%, I think, on the day, so I would go with Corpo World. That would be what I would get in today. I had a question for you though, DXB.
That is.
You said that you're going to hold a Ondo Finance up until the unlock in December. My question is, do you think about like maybe like your lost opportunity of investing in Ondo when you could possibly invest in like say like SMT? Because SMT, you know, like, you know, if you compare market caps, you know, like, you know, Ondo is just like, you know, even though Ondo have like a, you know, like a big retracement since it's all time high, but I mean, don't you think like
Yeah.
you know, the lost opportunity on SMT is greater than the possibility of the run up of Ondo Finance?
Look, I've said this for about a year and a half now, and DXB can confirm it. I still think SMT will give better returns
And I actually did
than any other RWA.
So initially, no doubt. And I think, look, it all depends on what you see the upside opportunity. In my circumstances, I did a buy alert for SMT and for what was the other one? Polytrade, yes. Several months back, you know, when the prices were a bit higher, and I bought a little bit myself, not obviously enough to compare it to my Ondo bag, But my thesis with Ondo was, and it still remains, as the leader in the entire asset class of RWA with the 500 million TBL or whatever, when these tend to move, when the news comes from BlackRock, you notice the micro caps lag. Now,
Yes.
I had this theory from a few cycles, like, what bag do you want to get to first? So a 10x or a 5x or 3x from Ondo could still put me within a relatively decent time in the bull market. It doesn't have to be December. It could be November into the elections. If Larry Fink speaks, whatever. So I've put in a significant amount of money in order for me to make a 3 to 5x, let's say, if that. I don't think it does that. That 3x will be possibly maximum, even a 2x because of the size of that capital. But it's almost like the same concept of trying to buy a low cap. Like, for example, I bought Brett the other night, right? You guys know I don't talk about Brett, but I released a buy alert for Brett, and I put some money into it because I know Brett will be quicker for me to then take money out of. So I know what you're saying with SMT, with Polytrade, with Relio, with Dusk, which I think you have to have a look. I actually did an entire write-up about the Dusk token, which I think gets to $1 billion with a team that's been building it since 2014, fully diluted. It's just crossed $100 million mark, but it is a really, really good project. So although I agree with you that a lot of the micro cap is there for me to possibly make a 50x or a 10x quicker in a micro cap, but I'm looking for, with the big allocations in my portfolio, I'm looking for much smaller X's, but for me just to multiply my holdings there. So the theory behind me buying Ondo is absolutely not to maximize the potential X's. It's more about getting money out much quicker in the cycle that I actually need. So if you put, like, say $50,000 and you turn that into 150 grand or whatever, or even 100K, I'm cool with that. Whereas some of my smaller caps, and this happens time and time again, have to wait a little bit longer. There's a different, a completely different narrative that can pop up, bit of news that can drive them up. Whereas I know as soon as BlackRock, Larry Fink, the TVL,
right? Yeah,
because if you look at Ondo, you got Circle, bro. You've got the USDY. We were talking about you earning some yield. We had a debate about that, and since then, I mean, I've been comparing things like Maple Finance and Goldfinch and Ondo. These protocols will undoubtedly grab some of the attention, but it's like almost buying a big cap over a small cap. I'll give you the render example. I played around with render. My render entry was generational. It was like 56 cents, but I played around with it. I sold it in 2023, and at the time it was
now it's gone.
Right. Yeah. So by the time it went to $12, I was like, damn, man. HBAR was another one that just had a pump, and then all the way went back to the bear market numbers. I don't know if you saw where HBAR is today. It's like 4.5 cents. So
you want to hear something funny?
Go on.
So I was trading Injective when it was like $1.15, $1.75, somewhere around there, like in early 23. Not once thinking about buying any.
Right.
Think about this: if you'd have put all your money into Injective at that point, your bull run's over. It's over. You did it. You're done. You know, like, really.
It's totally done.
But I didn't buy any of it. I just traded and barely made any money.
Dude,
I lost more than I won.
It's always the one you sell.
Yep.
It's always the one you sell that comes back to haunt you. But I think the Ondo train. I mean, this is going to double or triple the circulation and the market cap by January. Having said that, if you can kind of play it, and it's difficult to sometimes play these tokens, but what I like doing is sometimes I try to do a comparison. It's not fair comparison because you can't compare a bigger cap than a smaller cap, but and this is a very SMT outperformed Ondo relatively from, let's have a look at, there's this week here, so the 9th of February all the way up to the same day actually. It's never been above. I mean, look at the gulf in terms of the performance, right? So over the same period of time, if you held SMT waiting, and in that time, don't forget, you could be selling and buying SMT for SMT to catch some fire. But does it make sense? I mean, even if the market cap is bigger, and we know there's bigger TVL, if you hold this over a long period of time, and let me expand this to, sorry, let me just make it a little bit smaller so we can increase the dates. If you expand this over a long period of time, you will see that the micro caps will jump, but over a long period of time, like say 6 months, the performance difference is quite notable.
Yeah.
So all that means is, when we get all these whales telling us that if you held Bitcoin, because the dominance is up over altcoins in the last 14 months, you would have done tremendously well, and then still be able to play this alt game now. It's almost like the same theory. So this is probably the only reason why I'd sometimes say to the guys, when you hold a micro cap, just remember the length of time it underperforms the bigger cap is way longer. So you could still make a 3x on a pumping, attractive big cap, and then take some of that profit, and then play with the house money to buy. Yeah. So that was the only theory behind it, and it's almost like when you compare it to the other big like Mantra. Let's see if I can get. So now all of a sudden, this is a close race. Still, Ondo is the asset class leader, but you can see here where OM has started to overtake Ondo from literally, at the start of the month. And again, that's another big large cap that can do a 10x.
Well, man, yeah, about to say Mantra's not small though.
800 million. So right now, they're the same market cap.
Really?
They're exactly the same market cap. So I hope that answers your question, bro. Just the logic. But I'm gonna dump it. Like there's no love for it at all.
Before that,
it's almost like the same case. Yeah. And the other thing as well is that if you think about it, like everybody's fading Sui, for example. We don't want to hold something that is 1.7 to $2 billion in market cap. But the big money is the way
that I think about Sui is that they got somebody like Raoul Pal on their foundation. It tells you right there.
Yeah.
There's money.
There's money.
Yeah.
If we listen to that guy when he was shilling Solana in November 2022,
when it was like $15,
we'll all be up.
Your bull run would be over.
$8.50.
Yes, your bull run would be over.
$8.80 or something, just under 9.
Yep.
I bought, but I only bought a limited amount.
He went in with all of his ETH.
$20.
Yeah, he sold all of his ETH and went into Solana.
just the ego, like man. It's conviction, man, and of course, the there was a meeting one day. Some of the investors are from Dubai, of course. There's big money here, and the SUI team is over here. Just the foundation, the amount of money, the fact that they've been developing their NFTs and meme coins for forever. So that means Trump caught everybody by surprise, but I don't think SUI will.
Right.
By the time SUI comes around, and
what's
I'll
Sui's
just
market
show
cap
you.
right now?
You know what? It's actually way
I've
smaller
never
than,
owned any.
Casper.
I just trade it because it's kind of easy to trade.
DXB, I have a
It's the
question.
best token to trade.
Yeah.
Go, bro.
So let's say SUI has a run up, and it does like a measly 2x, 2.5x. Would you get out of that position and say like enter in a Ondo Finance after Ondo Finance already have after the unlock, right? So you get it,
That's a good
you get a 2x, you get out of
Yes.
SUI, and you go directly into Ondo and just ride that till you sell out of the bull run. Like, would that be a strategy you would implement?
Right. Yeah. Very good question. And yeah, I've done it. I've been doing that all last year. I took profits from Pepe, and around about May 20, when he just got listed on Binance, kept some of the bag. I took a decent size profit, and I just added to Ethereum at the time, a small amount of it. I've taken profits from the only bag I haven't touched from micro cap to large cap is Casper, and I think overall I've been justified in not doing so because I just thought that the way it's gradually moving up, it's becoming relatively safe, over $4-5 billion in market cap. But the under trade, for example, we could be in a scenario where I sell that one in December, and I still believe that there will be more in terms of BlackRock ETFs discussion. There's going to be tons more news coming. So yeah, there will be the likes of SUI, 100% for sure.
Which is half
projects
the
that I
market
will be
cap
tying
of
into
Casper.
maybe. Yeah,
It's half the
absolutely.
market cap.
Look, it's $2 billion. It's
that's actually got me thinking. I mean, seriously.
I mean, if we're not married to our bags,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
why
Right.
I mean, because lately I've been really, I got in a really good position on Alephium during the lows of $1, just a little below $1, and now at above $2, it's like at almost 30% of my portfolio. My Casper bag is like 32% of my portfolio. So it's like I'm saying to myself, like, okay, like I have 2 layer ones. So basically, it's basically the same coin, really. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Casper have proven more, absolutely. But what I'm saying, it's like, do I get out of Casper and ride that Alephium wave?
Joey's having caveman thoughts is what he's doing.
Because to me, it's like I'm thinking about it, or I'm saying to myself, well, like, or do I just leave it? Like, do I just, like, I just don't feel comfortable with having my safety net, which is Casper and Alethium, like almost like neck and neck in terms of percentage of my portfolio. And now that when I look at my portfolio overall and I'm looking at my gaming play is less than 3%.
Well, welcome to my world, Joey.
It's
So this is the question I have. It's like because sometimes I gotta ask myself, like, hey, am I really married to Casper? And it's
That's
like,
what I keep saying.
exactly.
That's what I keep saying.
Exactly.
If I mean, you tell me, like, what would you do?
After talking about Sui, I'm thinking about going into Sui because Sui is going to listen. So you got Casper at 17 cents right now, 16. Sui's at what? Say 8. Let's just say 80 cents to round it off. I guarantee you, Sui would do more multiples than Casper will. I think it'd be a better play to be in Sui.
It's so here's the funny thing. The interesting aspect of all of this is the elephant in the room is entry, right? Like, for example, you're standing upstairs and you're looking down on the first floor and you're seeing new people coming into the building, and you've got this luxury where you could, you could shoot them, you could call the police, whatever, but you have a vantage point, right? And you've got, your entry is very close to the door, right? So you're a lot more nervous in terms of the multipliers. So the way I've treated my Casper bag was because I literally was just bored in the bear market and I found it, right? Nothing genius. And because I got into it early, I actually made sure I forget about it. And it grew and it snowballed. So even taking profits from it hasn't been attractive for me, because I know even if I do another 10x, it's going to be from where I got in an incredible entry. So right. The one thing that determines how you feel about position playing is what your entry is. Now, if you've entered Casper, say 10 cents, and it goes to $1, and that's a 10x, then there's a legitimate question that you got to ask yourself about being married to the bag. It doesn't make financial sense. For me, 10x is not bad at all. It's a safety net, right? But the way I would do it is I would absolutely fine with some of my money, because another thing I've learned over the years is how to get rid of FOMO. Now, a lot of you obviously know I hold a lot of projects, and some of them I got rid of recently, but you won't believe sometimes, like I would buy enough. Like, say for example, I wanna deal with a GFAL entry today. Not the
by just
best
scratch
coin,
that itch, huh?
but I'll just take a small chunk and tiny. I mean, just something that doesn't allow me to FOMO. But Casper, I've always said from the beginning, if you're holding 100,000 Casper in this cycle, you're good. Anything beyond that, unless you're in the multiple hundreds, like say if you're holding like 120, release the 20, man.
Right.
Release a portion of it so you can put that money into the market and use it to leverage even other positions. But that's just my thinking.
That's what I did.
You have to find and then you let it ride. That way you're not.
Yeah, that's what I did with with Casper. I mean, I had a little over 300 at one point, and like I said, I'm at
the only caution for me is if some of these whales start selling, and again, this is something that I worried about too, because so far we've been told it's going to Cardano levels, right? It's gonna go Cardano levels. It's gonna hit X, Y, and Z. So I don't know. I think it's it's a difficult one, but definitely don't be married to the bag. Reduce the bag if you have to. If you have other convictions to play. But listen, guys, 3 hours. We've done it again, man. I've got a few hours to sleep before. It's 4. Before my daughter wakes me up. And I'll be singing Craig David, man. 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Shit. Dude, it's nearly 4. No, I just love talking to you guys, because look, if we can talk about crypto like this now, just imagine when the green candles come.
Oh, right.
We're all smoking cigars and shit, Just,
yeah. Can I give?
This is the struggle. Like people. Go, bro.
Yeah, can I give a quick FOMO to our community? Can I share a screen?
Wait, let me take my earphones off so I don't hear it. Hold on.
Quick FOMO.
Oh.
Guys,
fucking Koza.
Sunwoo?
You see, yeah, no, I wanna show you the Bitcoin chart. Now you remember this pattern that I posted, like when we take the cycle from 2013 to 2017. Okay, so there was this top.
The like for like.
Look, I haven't seen that before, but this dip we had at the beginning of August, look like it was right on time. You know, like it
COVID
was.
dip.
Man, no, it's not COVID. It's this is the pattern from 2013 to 2017 cycle. You know, look like so much time. This was the top. Yeah, we had this bottom right on time. Here we got the breakout at the same time. Another breakout. We had this consolidation at the same time. Another breakout, and now we had this dip, like at the exact time when we supposed to have this. You know.
Wow.
This crash happened
we're
exactly
right there.
And look, like, let's see if we can get a move.
It's identical.
Up, like next 2 weeks. Let's see if we get above maybe these levels, you know, around 69k next 2 weeks, or even above this 65. Let's see if we can go up next 2 weeks. Then this will be still in play, this pattern, you know. Like we are on this. The time for pump is very near. If we compare to this cycle, because I'm comparing this to this one, 2013 top. Yeah, it's 2200. So 1200 days between this price action,
right?
And that's where we are from here, from the top in April 2021 to right now. It's around 1200 days, you know. So the pump should come really soon if we.
When nobody's expecting it, that's when it's going to happen. Which is almost right now. Think about it. Crypto Twitter is completely empty. Everybody,
like what I was saying. Like everybody now is saying, no, we won't have another pump until October, maybe November. I am saying we will have pump in September. Like
So let me ask you. So knowing what you just said, would you take a 10x of your portfolio now and walk away, or try to see what happens and then have a 30% chance of not making anything? What would you do?
I'm all or nothing. I'm going for it. That's just me.
I'm taking a 10x, man.
Not me. I'm going for the whole thing. I'm going for it all, man.
Guys,
10x can make a lot of people's lives different. 10x is a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
A 40x is a lot more.
But listen, guys, honestly, we gotta link up this week many times, because crypto is dead right now, and we're keeping it alive, man.
Yeah, catch me when I'm driving around at work, man. I'll be happy.
Yeah, 100%. Cheers, lads. Have a wonderful night.
Bud. Have a good night. Later, guys.
Thank you.
3 hours. Next time, maybe you can join us early, John.
Yes. Man City, 5 in a row.
Oh man, welcome. Listen, they're literally down the road from me, where the Abu Dhabi owners are. So
really,
yeah, man. You know, randomly here, I used to walk past Sergio Aguero and those guys. No one even knows who they were.
Wow.
Brilliant, lads.
Have you watched Champions League draw? Inter versus Arsenal.
Sun Wukong dance, bro. Sun Wukong dance. Listen, Man City is manufactured. Inter Milan, well, without the R9, they are, they are nothing. And obviously Arsenal 49-0. But listen, guys, honestly, I can hear the little one.
Good night.
Where is she, man? Man, I'm scared.
See you to the next one.
You know, when Tuesday morning, Daddy, I'm like, shit. Daddy's on 100x.
Mm.
Good night,
All right,
guys. God
guys.
bless.
Good night.
Cheers. Cheers, lads. Good night.